I'm your co-host, Charles Pigg, and you're watching Pod Warriors.
Old Charles and Jerick sip the brew. The Pod Warriors are rolling through. They laugh and chat with pints in hand. Two legends gracing every land. Oh, the kiss is goated, ain't no lie. Greatest duo, heaven high. Beer and boobs they think are cool as they make the world their fool.
Welcome. Got a couple of you just waiting in here. You guys are weirdos, bro. Nobody watches this show. You remember? That's what TikTok says anyway. Howdy. Love all your faces. Thanks for joining us tonight. Yeah, I guess we're not sitting Indian style. That'd be bad. Who's in timeout? Nobody's in timeout. Jerick is running a little bit late. He had to work a little bit late. I don't know if he's going to show up. Might be solo, but we'll keep it real. Got a little bit to discuss. TikTok's just totally on fire. Howdy. Love all your faces. My love. That deaf DJ's up in here. What up? You're not late. You're basically on time. I set it for 8:30 because I didn't know how late Jerick was going to be working, but we'll figure it out, you know? You know what I mean? Do what we got to do. Make it happen. Yeah, Jerick is making some AI bops. Like, we've been writing some stuff. Obviously, if either one of us had like a singing backbone in our body, we probably would be able to make it into big time, you know, become really, really popular, be the next Eminem, you know. No big deal. You guys are a chatty bunch of fucks. Everybody just in here waiting for the good news or the bad news? Which ones? Not exactly sure. Didn't come prepared because I prepared way too late. Otherwise, there would be a GoFundMe in the link. But if anybody has the gall or the nerve, go to pettythreadsco.com. Scroll all the way to the bottom. Click the link for the GoFundMe. Go donate and do the right thing. While you're there, take a look at some of the items that we have on there listed for sale. Every dollar that we take in as profits is going to go to support that GoFundMe until we reach a certain dollar amount, and then we're bouncing out. Had a discussion today with some ladies in the club that I thought was absolutely fucking hilarious. They all hate me. Ames, all these other people, Leah, they leave, they get mad, they leave. Now they're back in there and they're trying to talk to me, talk it out, talk to me like I'm an adult. When these people negated like how I felt about a topic that we were about ready to discuss on TikTok, and I was like, no, this is shady. Don't like it, don't want to see it. Want to keep it on target, like keep it on the man you were trying to focus on, and don't make it about other people. They didn't like that. They turned around, they made it about themselves. They deny the fact that they made it about themselves because they can't look into their own messaging and realize that I was trying to convey I wanted it to stay about a certain person. They wanted to make it about them. Well, if you're worried about who we're sitting with, why didn't you call out Texan for when he was mocking me for my fucking religion? Why weren't you saying this about Joe whenever he was doing this and doing this and doing that? I don't I don't give a fuck. Those things are personal to you. They don't matter to me. However, also at the same time, I don't go around watching everything on TikTok. So if you're getting called out and mocked for your religion, I'm doing it now too. But if you're going around getting mocked for your fucking religion, that is your fucking problem. If you don't tell me you're getting mocked for your fucking religion, you can't throw that in my face when I'm telling you the problem that I see in your actions. Does that make sense? Not entirely sure. Probably doesn't. I guess it's my narcissistic tendencies to make everything about me, but the conversation was personal to me, not about all these other side fucking quests that you got going on. It's not that I, you know, don't care about my friends and what they're going through, but I'm not everywhere. I can't see everything going down at the same time. If you're not speaking up, how in the fuck am I supposed to know? It's weird. It's weird behavior. But Charles is supposed to be accountable for what Joe Campbell does. Make that fucking make sense. Make it make sense. I'm telling you as a friend what's bothering me about your fucking behavior, and you're telling me about what Joe Campbell did. I don't give a flying fuck what Joe Campbell did. I really don't. Love the guy. I really do. But if he hurt your feelings in some sort of way and I don't know about it and you didn't tell me about it, how in the fuck can I prevent it or defend you? It's weird. And realistically, it's not rules for me and whatever. Like, they call me a hypocrite for my stance on this. Cool, fine, I'm a hypocrite. Whatever you want to label me, label me that. Cool. But at the end of the day, it's like, I'm telling you what is bothering me. Why are you throwing what Joe Campbell did to you? Or why are you throwing what Tex did to you or in my face? Like, I had nothing to do with that. I didn't co-sign it. I didn't say anything to defend it or to offend you. I didn't do that. I wasn't in those comments laughing at you getting fucking mocked for anything. I am doing it now, for sure. I absolutely am. Definitely mocking people. But I've seen you in the comments. You guys can throw shade. I can throw shade. That's just how we've been doing it for fucking 5 years on TikTok. You guys new here? It's weird. Yes, things that are here are going to be broadcasted and talked about, 7-minute videos, shit like that. Which is fine, but I'm like putting it out into a public atmosphere. Everybody has the ability to come in here and just scream at me. YouTube also gives you the ability to just say whatever the fuck you want. So come in here and wish me death. Like, I really don't care. Like, you can. We can have a discussion. I match energy too. So it's like that. It's not that I'm not reasonable. I can have a one-on-one conversation, but don't call me a hypocrite and a gaslighter while you're fucking doing it. I'm telling you, like, as a friend, you're doing some shady shit. I don't really like it. It makes me feel icky, gross, whatever it makes me feel at the time. Joe Campbell, fucking weird. Weird. Also, at the same time, like, there was some comments made by myself on TikTok about karma. People can say whatever they want, but that's a shitty comment. It's a shitty comment to make. Sure, I absolutely agree. I will take accountability for the fact that I also rage farmed that comment section after they accused me of a lot of things. At first, I didn't know what they were talking about. And then they made multiple videos, and then I'm like, oh, that's how they took it. But I mean, it kind of is what it is. So after that, I did rage farm the comment section because I was saying what I was saying, and then like, yeah, just go ahead and make all the content you want because that's what I wanted. It's weird. Joe, I absolutely love the fuck out of you, bro. Total all homo. All homo. I absolutely do. There's some things you do and say that I don't fucking like, but I typically tell you about it. It kind of is what it is. I also got kind of yelled at or scolded for doing that too. It's like, you called the guy out, but then you blame the mother. I did not do that. I acknowledged the back and forth, and maybe I don't know if my word choices were correct in my video, but I wasn't blaming anyone for what they were doing. I was just saying like Joe Campbell's a hothead. he's he's gonna say some stupid shit. He's gonna say some stupid shit. Like the more you go back and forth with him, like we've been there before. Barbed wire, baseball bats, shotguns. That's how it happens, right? It just is what it is. It's not an excuse for bad fucking behavior. Joe Campbell, stop it. God damn it, Joe Campbell, stop it. But still, we all walk around here pretending like Joe Campbell has said some heinous shit. I've said some heinous shit. Absolutely have. 100%. All of us go down this rabbit hole saying some dumb shit to other people. Sure, it's not. I'm not going to say it, but it's not as bad as some of the some of the things Joe Campbell said. But I've said some bad things. So you're looking at the wrong guy if you want me to call Joe Campbell out for some stupid shit he said, because I've said some stupid shit. I have. Also, I think it just depends, like, because we're all reactionary in the TikTok atmosphere, like, we're all reactionary. Somebody says something to you, how low will we go? Like, how low will that bar go? I think we're all guilty of it. Joe Campbell and myself, sometimes we take it below that bar. I think Joe Campbell's a little bit down here, like, and I'm just like a couple steps ahead of him. But like, we go below the imaginary bar. You know, everybody talks about the bar. It's the imaginary bar, right? The limbo bar. It's one of those things. We've all done and said some weird fucking shit to other people on the app. We've all done some weird fucked up shit. I think that it's weird. Like, Joe Campbell knows that I don't agree with the doxing stuff, but I've been doxxed so many times. I also don't give a fuck who's doxxed. Whatever, it's public information. You found my Facebook profile. What I think is weird about that, though, whenever you find somebody's Facebook profile, it is weird that you go and screenshot pictures of their children and save it to your device and then upload it to TikTok. That is fucking weird. Nobody's ever going to be able to convince me it's not. It's weird stuff. At the end of the day, though, like that's what the objective is, like with petty threats, where I want and Liz wants to be able to take a petty purpose, do some good with it, because that's a possibility. That's within everybody's reach. It kind of is, and it's not like a requirement. It's not an advertisement for you to go buy a fucking t-shirt. If you want to, great. The proceeds are going to go to helping things, whether it's GoFundMe's, charities, Ehlers-Danlos syndrome, all those kind of things. That's the moves. That's what we're going to do. Kind of is what it is. There's not really any profits going in anybody's pockets, like at the end of the day. So I also am not out there trying to capitalize the market and say, what we need to do is we need to be the only one selling merch. No, I would support you selling it, and I would share it. Send it to me and I'll fucking share it. I'll duet it. I'll do all that kind of stuff. But I don't scroll TikTok all the time looking at every single one of these videos and go, oh, that's a really great idea. Let me do it. I just don't do that. Typically, I'm just there to talk shit to people because it's just my entertainment, right? That's what it is. It's not that I don't support my friends or like their videos, comment on their videos or things like that. It's just I'm just not always scrolling, so I don't see everything. With that being said, though, it's like it's really weird to be down on somebody that's like trying to make a difference, trying to be better than they were back then, because I probably would have said some Joe Campbell shit after the back and forth in that comment section 2 years ago. I would have just said some fucked up shit, trashed the whole fucking thing, and just like walked away from it. That's what I would have done. I'm not saying that I'm grown and I'm better than anybody. That's not what I'm saying. I'm just simply saying, like, throw some money at a GoFundMe. I don't have to like the person that I'm helping support, but I understand I said some fucked up shit. I want to make a difference. I want to change the behavior. That's it. You don't have to like it. You don't even have to like where the money's coming from. You definitely don't. But it's going to be there. I'm going to make a donation. It'll be sizable. And that's it. Take the money or don't, whatever you want. I really don't care, but that's the move. That's what's happening. Then I'm going to bounce. I'm going to go do something else. I'm going to ignore you for 2 or 3 months. You're going to find something else to hate me for within that time period. You're going to talk about some shit that I did 6 years ago. You're going to blast it all over TikTok. And then we're going to be right back in the same boat, going back and forth. That's kind of just how it is. Obviously, go to the Petty Threads Co. TikTok account, get into the DMs, like send some ideas, send some causes, some GoFundMes, whatever you want. We're going to try to support those. It's not $1 million. It's not $1 million. We might not raise you, $1 million, but whatever. Like, we're going to try to do the best we can, try to promote it the best that we can, do the right thing. Sometimes do the wrong thing for the right reason, the right thing for the wrong reason, I guess. I mean, I don't understand what the problem is with donating to a fucking GoFundMe. I'd like to know where or how I'm bullying anybody by donating to a GoFundMe, though. Please, like, I would love that. I would love that. Screen record it. Tag Tizzy and Donish and Savannah. Tag all those large creators that absolutely love this type of stuff and show me how donating to a GoFundMe is bullying a child. Because I'd love to know. I'd love to know. Sorry, I've been slacking. I haven't been putting these up there. I love you. Your whole fucking face. It is absolutely the never-ending cycle. I'm guilty of it, like 100%. Like once this cycle is over, I'm gonna show some stuff. It was calculated, premeditated. There was 3 opportunities for people to act a certain way, and then that was going to divert how we were going to make our next move. It was calculated. And I'm sorry, but the move has fucking worked. They're not going to acknowledge that, and that's fine, but kind of is what it is. Me, I am doing so fucking great, even I don't think that I deserve it. How about you? It is. Whatever, you know? You want me to tell this story? All right. Yeah, I'll tell this story. During this time frame, I was trying to tell my friends something important that was happening for me. What they were doing is they were sharing pictures and images of butt plugs and talking about butt plugs. And then they told me that I wasn't telling them things that was bothering me. That's kind of how that went, right? So I was telling them how we were moving and how we were doing certain things was bothering me. They obviously didn't take it serious, and now they're trying to tell me that I didn't try to talk to them or discuss it, and instead what they were doing was, let me show you this butt plug that I have that is the size of my fucking arm, and I plan on using it within the next couple times, And my comment, like, I don't know, I can share the whole comment thread or whatever. But my comment back was, who in the fuck uses silicone lube for anal play? Silicone lube is sticky as fuck. You're hurting yourself. Don't do that. Don't do that. Just kind of is what it is. But no, that's basically all it was. But I mean, you can't hate on Christians for liking anal play. Okay, you can't do that. That would be unfair, unconstitutional, and downright ugly. That's it. There was no more butt stuff. There was so many like random things talked about all the times. Like there was always just like in the club, there was just like so many different conversations happening at one time. Nobody really ever stayed on par or whatever. And then sometimes like there would be side conversations happening or whatever that was happening that would get leaked into that chat, and then we would just troll that chat with it, right? Is kind of how it would be. For the record, I absolutely fucking hate group chats, but I got selected and put in there, and like I don't know, I would beg to say that like half of these people didn't like me at one time or another. They definitely done some shady shit to me, but I didn't hold any grudges or any animosity. And most of them, whenever I got in there, they're, oh my God, Charles, I really thought that you didn't like me at one point. No, I didn't like you at one point, but that's the past. Like I don't hold any grudges on you for necessarily what you did in the past. But if you consistently fuck me over, yeah, like it's 2 strikes and you're out. It's not 3 strikes. It's kind of like I'm gonna separate myself from that. Because if you believe for a minute, I do love. Sorry, I'm going off on a tangent. I do love going back and forth with people and talking shit, and I'll do that until the day that I die. But if I consider you my friend, right, and I'm like just legitimately trying to tell you you're doing something that's fucking bothering me, I'm not gonna just let that shit go. I'm not. It's just it kind of is what it is. I would like to think that everybody's like that, you know. Maybe they are, maybe they aren't. Maybe some people don't like confrontation. But I did try to tell these people multiple times what was bothering me about what was happening, and they totally ignored it. And when they didn't ignore it, they made it about themselves and how I wasn't defending them or coming rushing in to help them or save them or whatever. And it kind of is what it is. But I'm not everywhere. I can't see everything. So how do you want me to defend you if I don't know? If I don't know, and then tell me that I'm fucking gaslighting you and manipulating you because I'm telling you what you're doing is bothering me. I don't know. Am I wrong? Feel free to tell me that I'm wrong. I mean, I could be, but like I'm telling you what you're doing is bothering me. And instead of just coming to the table and having a conversation like adults, it's, yeah, but you don't defend me against Joe Campbell. What? When did Joe Campbell even enter the chat? When did Tex enter the chat? That's also why like I appreciate and love like all the people that I love until you do some shady shit and then I'm just walking away from you because I just don't need that negativity in my life. If I call you a friend, if we interact on TikTok and we're mutuals, that might be a friendship. But like if I don't talk to you off app, are we really friends or are we just associates on TikTok? Mutuals on TikTok. I don't know. Like if you don't want to come into my personal space and have a personal one-on-one conversation with me, do you consider me your friend? Hello? I'm mind blown by that. Charles is gatekeeping what friendship is. No. Weird behavior. Yeah. We're friends on Facebook and all that kind of stuff, right? But like, I'm not saying that you can't have friends that you don't interact with on a daily basis and talk to offline and stuff, but I'm saying like we're not interacting one on one often. Are we like close friends? Like, am I wrong or am I shitty for saying that? I could just be shitty for saying that. That's just how I feel about it, right? It's like, it's not that it's a bad thing to have people that you love and support on TikTok. That's not what I'm saying, or any type of social media. But I'm just like, we're not going out for beers. We're not interacting on a daily basis, talking one on one often. We don't call each other on the phone. Are we like close friends? I don't think that you can consider it that way. So that's just my opinion. I'm not saying that it's a bad thing. And I'm also not saying that you're not friends, I guess, either. I'm just saying it's like it's separate. It's not a close friendship. You're not sharing, fucking your secrets with just random people that you're mutuals with on TikTok. It's the people that you connect with outside of this space. People that's been to your home, people you've been to their home, you plan things with, things like that. Like, those you would be your close friends. And a lot of it is long distance. Like, we all live so fucking far away from each other. So no, Leah, Rachel, Ames, it's not who you sit with and who you support. It's the way you're supporting them. When the five of you, because you're so goddamn big, the five of you can do your own shit. You don't have to connect with shitty people to go after the same fucking person. It's weird behavior. Weird behavior. It's always going to be weird behavior to me. Mob mentality, gang mentality. That's weird. I will never be able to understand. So anybody can help me understand. Sure, I'd be willing to listen to it. If I hate this guy and I want to talk about it, and Lizzie, as an example, hates the same guy and talks about it, that does not mean that I'm going, oh, now Lizzie and I are going to touch tips and do the right thing. That's fucking weird. I don't like that bitch. I don't like that bitch. I'm going to talk about both of you. It is what it is. I ain't buddying up with fucking any of you if I don't fucking like you, to talk about some random shit or talk about some random fucker that's on TikTok that's doing some weird shit. In the 5 years that we've been on TikTok, how often have we talked about Brian Carlson as an example? A lot. Everybody should know who the guy is. You've seen all of his videos. You've seen all the evidence you need to know that the guy is a fucking shitbag human being that deserves to be hung in Times Square. Yes, I said it. But at the end of the day, though, guess where he's still at? He's still on TikTok. Nothing you have done, we have done collectively as a group have done anything. I'm not saying that it's pointless to call it out. I'm just saying, great opportunity for you to fucking pick and choose the random shit bag that you want to fucking team up with to go against that guy. Okay. Fucking weirdos. Weird goddamn behavior. Charles, you're animated. Charles, you're emotional. Charles, you're unreasonable. And what's your fucking point? What up, my guy? What up, my guy? Charles, you're gatekeeping who we can call out and who we can't. No, I'm not. No, I'm not. I'm not even gatekeeping who you can do it with. I don't give a fuck if you sit next to Lizzie and do it. But if you're sitting next to Lizzie and doing it and I don't like it, that's my opinion. I don't have to like it. And you also don't have to like that I don't like it. It's weird shit. No, my guy. 8:30. How did you get 9 out of 8:30? I think you did that shit on purpose. Don't get me wrong. Anybody wants to have a chat or a discussion and tell me that I'm absolutely wrong, you absolutely have the ability to do that. I'll send the link in here, and you can just come in here and tell me all your fucking hatred for me too. Like if you're in here, because I know there's like 30 people in here watching. There's like 6 people in the chat that's interacting with it. So air your grievance. Like I think a lot of things can be worked out through conversation. I really do. You don't have to walk away being fucking best friends. Just air your grievance. What's wrong? How did I bully anyone by supporting a GoFundMe? How did I bully a child? Where did I bully a child? When did I bully a child? Show that, please. Tell me how I did it. Tell me how I did it. Now, when I've brought this up to Leah as an example, and she said that I was a gaslighting manipulator because I was doing this. If I'm doing something wrong and it's a bad behavior, and you don't tell me that it's a bad behavior, and I'm doing something wrong, and you don't tell me how it's a bad behavior and how I'm doing it, what is wrong about it, what do I know to correct? I don't know how to apologize. I've never been above an apology. What did I do that's wrong? Except for like absolutely despise like people like Lizzie and talk shit about her all the time. Like, okay, cool. Everybody's got that person that they do that with. Don't pretend like you don't. I will discuss it. Like, a lot of people will hate me for it, right? For my opinion on it, my stance on it. When they mock me for having gone through like my traumas, it doesn't hurt me. Like I've been through the growth period of it. But I'm going to point it out, and I'm going to show other people. It's like I'm holding up a mirror, kind of. Sometimes I'm doing it as a purposeful hypocrite, right? Where I do the same thing you just did so that you see how stupid you look. A lot of people don't understand that that's been my thing for fucking 5 years. I do that all the time. I am a hypocrite. I acknowledge that. At the end of the day, though, it's like whenever they talk about it or like mock me for having gone through CSA, it's very real to me. But just because some random douchebag on TikTok brings it up does not mean that I'm like wallowing in self-pity whenever I turn off the camera or like in the fetal position crying. It kind of is what it is. But how do you feel good about yourself doing that, right? Same way, like whenever I mock Lizzie for the things that she's gone through, that doesn't make me feel better or good about myself, right? So how does it make you feel good or better about yourself? How are you better than Charles? How are you better than Joe Campbell when you do shit like that? What, because Joe Campbell takes it to extremes? Blame fucking Joe Campbell? You guys are weird. I'm sorry. You are. You can explain it to me in a way that makes it make sense, but I'm just saying, like, it's weird. It's weird behavior for you to do shit like that. So when they mock me for having gone through this, like my personal traumas, it doesn't affect me personally. It's one of those things like, you're doing that to me, then who else are you doing it to? Who else are you capable of doing it to? And what makes you better than the guy you're hating and mocking? What makes you better than me? You probably are better than me. I self-admittedly don't think that I'm a great person, but what makes you better? Explain it and like make it make sense. Dumb it down for me because I am a self-admitted retard. And explain it to me in a way that makes it make sense. How you're better than me or anyone when you do that type of shit. How are you better? What puts you on the moral high ground? Who's on the hill? Who's in the valley? I just want to know. Love it, hate it, whatever. I mean, it kind of just is what it is. Nine times out of 10, I don't think that I'm correct in my behavior on TikTok or social media. I don't. I've admitted that multiple times. Not only that, I've apologized for things that I've gotten wrong multiple times. However, I say that to also acknowledge I lie. You lie. We all lie. Every one of you are going around in your gossip circles and your fucking rumor circles, and you're starting all these fucking rumors. And when you're not starting rumors, you're interacting with people that are doing the rumors. You think that people don't see you in the comments? That's weird. That's weird. It's weird. No takers on coming in and having a chit chat, I guess. Out of all 30 of you. Weird. Screen record it and talk about it on TikTok, though. Charles responds, and then he's the one that's obsessed. And he's the one that's a bad guy for responding. Gotcha. I do block some people. Like, I block plenty of people. But I think this is how you do it here. I'll put the link in there. Oh, trust me, I'm not feeling lonely. That's not what it is. I am a lonely guy. I need Liz in my life. She's so far away right now. No, like just the reality is like, you got a grievance, just air it out, dog. Just say it. Say it to my face. Let's have a discussion about it. That's realistically all it is. And this platform right here doesn't prevent you from saying whatever you want. So scream it out loud. I don't care. Then screen record it and then call the police whenever there's a threat made. Whatever you need to do. I mean, but still, say whatever you got to say. What up, buddy?
What's up?
What up, buddy?
Oh, sitting here enjoying the fire.
Enjoying the fire? Can we see the fire?
I don't know. Can I flip my camera around? Hang on. Well, it's a little fucking died down right now. But what the hell? How do I flip this fucking thing?
I don't know. I don't know how you do it like on YouTube. But
hang on. Fuck it. I'm gonna turn it.
Hi, Silver.
Hey, darling. How are you?
I'm wonderful. How are you?
I could say I was doing okay, but I'm not.
What's going on?
Well, my mama's in the hospital. She's not doing well. And is YouTube, is it as sensitive as TikTok?
Hell no.
No, you can pretty much get away with whatever you want. If you're like a monetized channel, they'll like demonetize your content or whatever if you say something weird. But no.
Okay. Well, I already shared this with Liz earlier, and I appreciate her in my life. But tonight, when we were visiting with Mama, my mama's 82 years old. She adopted me when I was 12. And when I say she adopted me, she made sure that when I was giving back to my abuser multiple times, that she was there advocating for me. And then once I got where I was free of my abuser, she just let me have a place to be. She never treated me any different than her kids, her biological kids. She never treated my kids any less than I love this woman. She's always been genuine in my life. She is bedbound. She's non-ambulatory. She can't take care of herself. We have to rely on people to take care of her. And we found out today because Mimi, one of my nieces, was helping clean her up because the nurse was busy and everything else. And Mimi's just the sweetest person. And she started freaking out. And then I overheard her say to Mimi that my other niece and her boyfriend raped her and filmed it.
What the? You contact the police and they can pull their
Yeah,
phones.
I have
Yeah.
an appointment because they took a thing at the hospital, and they talked to her at the hospital, but we have to go for interviews, and my interview's in the morning.
Well,
I'm sorry to hear that. And obviously,
So
I can't do much, but if I can do anything, let me know.
yeah.
thank you. Just pray. Just pray. I mean, I'm so thankful. I mean, I see. The thing is what's going on social media right now with what they're saying about Charles and other creators and everything else. They're just creating rumors, trying to slander these people, and using emojis like great. That is suggesting something. Everybody knows what that means. So when you associate those and the words and everything else, you are creating an issue. And then when you're coming out trying to say, well, they're just sensitive, maybe they're, getting whipped, and they're getting whipped because I'm like, you are creating the very drama and the trauma that you're trying to say that you're fighting against, but yet Charles has said leave him alone. Liz has said leave her alone. Everybody has told them to leave them alone, but yet they keep Charles's and Liz's name, along with other creators as well, their name in their mouth. They're creating content, trying to get a response.
Realistically, I fell for it. Okay, self-admittedly, I fell for it. At the end of the day, though, Silver, I love your kind words. I really do. I am not the greatest fucking person out there on the planet. Pardon my French. No, I'm going to try not to cuss to you. I'm not the greatest person out there on the planet.
Oh,
Yeah, I'm not the greatest person out there on the planet, but I also don't feel like I'm the biggest problem either.
No.
I also do not feel like I'm the biggest problem. I don't. But I do feel like I am somewhat of a problem. I'm a little bit of a nemesis. I admit that. But I didn't do what they accused me of. I didn't mean what they said that I meant. But I also like I admitted earlier. I don't know if you were here. I admitted earlier, like when they kept putting words in my mouth, I stopped caring. And I just rage baited their comment section because every time I said something gross or heinous, whatever you want to say, I was like, make this content. That's what I would say. Realistically, just because I don't care about Lizzie's opinions on what I said or what I meant by my own words, right?
And
I don't care.
That forgive me for how I feel, but since I can say it on YouTube and I'm censored on TikTok, why does that skanky A? And I know that she's going to see this, and I really don't care. Why is she bringing up children, considering what she done in front of her child, what she allowed in the presence of her family, and what she did to get her kid taken away?
Lizzie, she meant to call you a stank ass whore, just in case you didn't catch
Thank you.
Hey guys.
No, fair point.
I had enough of her.
What up, Jerick?
Sorry I'm late.
That Tracy account. She talks about all these other accounts, but she has made so many accounts to come over, and I don't even play with that chick because there's nothing to play with. She's big. She's denser than freaking Lana's flat bread that didn't turn out. But at least Lana is beautiful. She has talent, and she has people that love her and care about her. What does Lizzie have? She don't have nothing but daddy issues. Daddy king.
She has TikTok.
That was absolutely ridiculous. They throw my trauma in my face as if I had something to say about when I was being pimped out by my dad and hurt by my dad. I never went on Reddit or on social media saying, yeah, I'll see your kid. That's gross, man. She's absolutely disgusting.
Gross. It's absolutely gross.
Hey, I want to ask, is Meg still in here?
I don't know. I think there might have been somebody in here that she collides with and she left.
Okay, well, if she's not, I'm going to go ahead and say it. So, Meg, there are people offended on your behalf. That after me and Charles had a public thing with Joe, we sucked him off in the podcast.
Oh,
Even though I saw him apologize to you, but just want to say that it wasn't good enough. Just so you know, that's what I got from that conversation. Shout out to Butters. Butters, I don't know if he's in here. You're a real motherfucker. Love you to death. What else
I
was I
did
going to say?
apologize, Meg, for the out of pocket shit I said, and I meant it.
Yeah. So there you go. But that was the gist of what I got. The other thing I was going to say is that I'm going to publicly say that troll account that trolled me figured out it was a names. So I don't know who it is, but it's somebody that used to know me because it's some weird details that were very construed. But
yeah, I think they know. I think they know all of us. I think they're close.
Yeah.
They watch at least.
I'm just going to say it on that record. It wasn't her, but the reason why that was unblocked because of that, I thought that was weird. But okay, you do you. If that was it.
Hi, Julia. How are you?
Good. How are you?
I'm doing wonderful. So good that even I don't believe I deserve it.
Lord.
Cheers, y'all.
Everybody's drinking? No, we're the only two.
I got a gallon of sweet tea.
No, I mean,
I just like everybody. I don't like to get in. I'll sit back and watch. Drink my Lonnie and my popcorn. But I'm not getting it.
Which is fine. Like, even when you've commented on stuff that I've seen that was about me, you probably didn't even know that it was. Nothing you've ever said was derogatory. You're laughing along with people that you agree with or don't agree with, or you're laughing along just because you find something hilarious. I don't take offense to it.
Funny, I'll fucking laugh at it regardless.
Yeah, I don't take offense to it, and that's the thing. Like, I don't have a problem with people that remain neutral, but it's like when I'm your friend and I'm coming at you and I tell you you're doing something that is like, it like hurts my fucking feelings, even though I've only got one of those motherfuckers. Like, respect that.
I just don't want people to make me choose.
No,
and I never made anybody choose. And people have walked away.
I won't. I'll just walk away.
Some people have walked away, and then there's a couple that come back and be like, hey, sorry, I listened to other people. Which I even told Joe this. I listen to other people. So like I've done it before. I'm guilty of it too. So, but people come back and say, hey, sorry, I listened to other people about you. But I've done the same. I said, hey, no worries, no hard feelings. I've done it too. And instead of having private conversations, people say, oh, well, I'm walking away from him. He's not funny anymore, or whatever. I'm spiraling.
Yeah, I really think a lot of the times, like, going to your friend privately and having a conversation, cool. I mean, a lot of the times. Sometimes you just see things, like when I called out Joe, called in Joe, whatever you want to call it, like publicly, I just got tired of seeing it. I got tired of seeing it. It went down like a weird path. It was no different than what people were doing to me, and I didn't like it. Like it, and I stated that. But also at the same time, I have love and respect for Joe. Why? Because I know who he actually is as a person.
And you did it respectfully.
It's not that he's an actor. It's not that he's anything. Joe is just he's a good dude. You can hate that statement or love that statement all you want. I think he's a good dude.
With a lightsaber.
He's always been respectful to me.
I also came up here to show you something.
What are you going to show us? Oh,
congratulations! Happy for you.
I couldn't see it.
Show the whole thing. There you go.
Oh, congratulations!
It's beautiful.
It is beautiful.
There you go. Just wanted to point that out.
Yeah, and like, listen, you guys don't have to be fucking best friends, but my God, like when we are mutual friends with other people and you're doing some shit things and we say it out loud, like we're probably doing it because we love a lot of different people.
I was going to say, Megs Baby, cute baby. Like that kid can go places.
All babies are cute.
I know, but hers
Don't
could
grow-
be.
Don't grow them up
No.
around conservative men, and you probably will be doing really good.
Not all babies are cute. My sister put out some fucking gremlins.
Oh yeah, you're right. Not all babies are created equal. Some of them things are pretty ugly. Sorry to say it, but they are. Some people
No,
post
you're
their
being
kids and they're like,
honest.
"Oh my god."
I'm the kind of person and everything else. When I see babies, I love babies. But
So
they're
do
pretty
I.
babies, and they're pretty ugly babies. But all babies are pretty.
I mean, so do I. I love kids, but it's like one of those things. It's like,
Yeah.
some of those babies are ugly. Sorry.
So I wanted to address the comments.
You love kids. You got 2 of them.
Yeah, go ahead. You're just getting in here. Address
I
whatever
just
you
want
need
to
to
address the comments that were made about me about my weight, about me gaining a lot of weight. For 10 fucking years, my weight's fluctuated. I did a program about 10 years ago where I ate 500 calories a day. I got down to 176. That's not sustainable anyway. But I gained all that weight back. Then I lost it again before I even met Debbie. So there's been people blaming Debbie that I'm gaining weight because of all this alcohol and eat. I like to eat, and I'm not ashamed of that. I like to eat. And you know what? I'll probably go through a thing again where I lose weight again. Low-hanging fruit. That's what it is. Okay, I'm fat. I'm big. Whatever. It doesn't hurt me.
Lana showed up, I was 185. When Lana came here, I was 185. I am now 225. And I tell her all the time, I need to shed this weight. But then I look at pictures of myself at 185, and I look like a fucking cancer patient.
You probably look like death, bro.
Bro, I've seen your fucking Snapchats, okay? That woman cooks like a goddess, okay? That's just all there is to it.
Fat and happy, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
Also, at the same time, do you know a chat that needs to be leaked?
What?
Mine and yours on TikTok, because it's all food.
Yeah. Dude, we have
Ours
talked about
can't
this.
be-
We're going to do a food competition next time we meet each other. We're
we
doing
are.
it.
Charles,
So-
ours can't be leaked.
Well, if you
No,
come here,
we can't leak ours.
No.
Don't put that out there in the atmosphere. People are going to make rumors.
I don't give a shit.
And then so that troll account mentioned, "Are you out of the motel?" I live in a apartment that once was a hotel. Whoop-de-doo. It's I pay $750 a month, no utilities. Internet's free,
That's cool.
utilities free. I'm not
I
ashamed.
see
Like,
nothing wrong with it.
there is nothing that they've tried to shame me for that and shame me for my relationship. Yeah. Did I talk a lot of shit on the internet about her? I did. I'm fully aware. I've said I'm a hypocrite for that. I am. And they want to say, "Oh, she screwed you over." Well, the full story is there, but I'm not going to bring it up because I'm not going to let Debbie relive it. I think you know what I'm talking about, Charles. I think several of you know what happened. I'm not going to let her relive it. But that wasn't something that needed to be discussed. I'm not going to do that to her. But it's my life, and they're so worried about my relationship when it comes to all this thing. And the whole thing started. I made a video, no tags, nothing. When I said, "Oh, hey, we're making friendships out of mutual hatred," right? How original. No tags, nothing. Lizzie responds, tagging the person they claim we're bullying, right? Enraged farm off of that. And ever since then, any video I make, people come at me, "Oh, yeah, you're attacking her, you're attacking her." The receipt I posted about me donating, which they claim was fake, showed the receipt, and they're like, "Oh, no," and Lizzie goes, "Oh, no, it's pending." I go, "That's how banks work." And she goes, "Oh, no, because everybody else showed up." Mine's there. It's still taken out of the bank just because my bank says it's pending. But hey, I will gladly take my donation back if you don't want it. I've said it. If you don't want it, give it back. But
also, like, just to clear the air, like, I said some shitty things. I am co-owner to the website that everybody hates, okay? I did that. Don't blame innocent fucking people that had nothing to do with it, didn't even know that it was happening.
well, it's okay. Like whole Pete thing. I guess he joined in, and like, I'm not worried about it. I mean, Yeah, whatever. He can say what he wants. He has me blocked. Several people that have me blocked lately have been saying a lot of stuff. Let them say it until they unblock me and want to have a conversation. That ain't shit to me, bro.
I made
Jerick, is that the place you moved out of before you got married? Is that the place you moved into before you got married to Debbie?
This?
Yeah. Didn't you get a new place?
Yes, I moved here in December.
That's what I thought. So why is it now a problem? That's what I don't understand.
Beats me. But I don't
They're
like.
desperate
I'm not
for
ashamed of it.
content.
I'm not ashamed of it. That's the thing.
I
That
think it looks
everything they
nice,
said,
but
that's not ashamed of it. That's what I like. I fully
I'm
believe.
gonna cut this out, and then I'm gonna jump off because my phone's about to die.
Lizzie, I'll give you credit here. You can rage farm better than anybody that I've ever known. Because any video I make to anybody, you're tagging the person you claim that's being bullied, shoving her in all of it, and then everybody's coming at me going, "Oh yeah, see what you're doing." You're very good at it.
If you don't want to put up with Aaron D shit, Lizzie shit, jump over, help Dougie Bear out. That man genuinely needs it right now. You can go to his page.
I talked to him earlier, and I said I'll donate once I get paid.
We are gonna do that. All right, bro.
Shout out to Bunny. Got to meet her in person. Awesome in person. Loved it.
Yeah.
Loved every minute of it.
I fucking love Bunny.
Loved every minute of it.
Yeah, that was a fun time. For us, like that is the next move. We are absolutely gonna do what we can to help out Doug. That's the goal. That's the overall goal. We are making one donation to this GoFundMe, and we're bouncing. We're out. That was the overall goal.
It won't be good enough. I've really like everything. Like I've made that point to where you do what they ask, right? And then they still that wasn't about like that Stephanie girl. She said, "Oh well, I didn't say it was about that. I said you exploited it." No, you clearly said I faked it, and then I showed the receipt, and she said, "No, that's not what I meant." You clearly said it with my face.
Yeah,
and you tagged Tizzy. Ooh, what's he gonna look at?
Yeah,
they donated. They donated. Okay, I'll take it back though. I deleted the video. But nothing's ever good enough. It's going to be moving the goalposts. I fully believe Lizzie could go, "Hey, Charles killed his grandmother," and they would fully believe that. Or get them the rage on something that's stupid, like, "Hey, Jerick pissed on a ladybug." How could he? They have done it. It doesn't matter.
I mean, it's accurate.
And Meg earlier, "Why'd you have to do that, Jerick?" And I'm like, "I'm sorry, Meg. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to pee on the ladybug."
I mean a lot of things. I mean, I've done a lot of that myself.
I'm saying this all with a sober mind, by the way. This is not a drunken rant. This is me saying, what you're saying about me, my relationship, or me as fat, or my living situation. Hi, Debbie. Hi, babe.
Fuck off.
Hey, Jerick,
Fuck
are you
off.
happy?
Off, Debbie.
Jerick,
No.
happy?
I'm happy.
Then don't fucking worry about it.
Oh, I'm not worried about it. What I'm saying is it's really weird. They want to bring that up, but can't stay focused on, I've asked for receipts. I've asked, hey, where did I check this show? Oh, you see what Charles did? Oh, you see what Joe did? Oh, you see this what person did? I'm like, no, I'm asking specifically you, whatever. I want receipts. Haven't got one. All they say is watch the podcast to Butters.
I have said this so many times, and I'm going to say it with my whole chest in front of everybody. If people worried more about what business pays them than being in everybody else's business, they'd have less stress in their life. And they wouldn't have enough time to have their nose in everything else.
Yeah.
Fair.
They need to mind the business that pays them.
And I called it when I posted that video. I said, you're going to discredit everything I just do right now by donating. And that was, you did it to piss people off. How? How by donating $20 to somebody is trying to piss somebody off?
Didn't I tell you that was going to happen?
You did. But hey,
I was like, they're just
Debbie called it.
You're doing that for that reason.
But I wasn't.
I said that to you.
But you knew I wasn't.
I knew that's what I said. People were gonna.
I knew that. That's predictability. That's always what happens. There's going to be a recap of this.
Yeah.
There's going to be clips. There's going to be more rage farming because that's what Lizzie does best.
Well, if they
Because
clip anything and put my mouth to it, it better be in fucking chronological order.
And I notice now, I have not said this person's name, but I hope their child gets the help they need. I would hate for anybody to lose a child. I'm sure that's not good enough. I'm sure that's me attacking. Somehow it's going to be twisted that way. But I do want that child to live. I don't want anybody to lose a child. No matter if I don't like you or whatever, but I don't even know this person, so I have no ill will. I've made that clear several times.
I don't
It's
either.
never good enough, though.
I don't either. And that's what the original podcast was about, that Jerick wasn't even fucking here for, by the way. So stop blaming him, okay? First of all. Second of all, I did say some things, right? We said some things on the podcast, but like at the end of the day, it's like, who was trashing them?
But was it
Who said
actually
anything
attacking?
negative?
We've never made a video toward this person. We've never made fun of her. I've never made fun of her. I don't know.
It was 5 fucking minutes. It was 5 fucking minutes of shitty talk.
Yeah.
If anything, at best. But no, we never said anything bad about a child. We both said we don't wish that on anyone. I mean, it kind of is what it is.
I don't have an issue with her.
Do you know what the biggest problem for me too is? Like, I don't even remember what I ate 3 or 4 days ago. When Lizzie made that video, I didn't know what we were talking about 3 weeks ago on that podcast.
Oh.
I didn't. They can believe it or not. That's their interpretation of the facts or whatever they want to say. I didn't know. Had no idea. Also, at the same time, the word choices we used on the podcast was she's going through a legit tragedy, blah, 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 blah. She should gain some humility through that, right? How was I supposed to know that anything was still happening 3 weeks later?
Yeah.
Because I didn't know.
So my thing is, this is genuine for those that are watching. There's 25 people in there. I'm sure there's people recording, but I want you to come on here. If you don't, whatever. You want to make content for this? Fine. But I'm legitimately asking you to come on here, air your grievances. We can talk it. We can talk it out. I'm serious. But if not, don't sit here and say I tried to talk to you. I did. I have. If you're in here, come on here. Where's the link? Send them the link.
No, see, that's the point right there too. You are not expunged from your fucking bullshit just because you're going through something. I'm sorry, but that's not.
Amen.
And the thing is too, like, if I'm going through a legit tragedy, no matter what it is, say that I've got colon cancer and I'm on a deathbed, that does not give me the right to go around being shitty to somebody and then think that somebody can't be shitty to me. That's dumb.
Even though we really haven't been that. At least. But I want to know. I legitimately want to know. Just come on the podcast and tell me. Show me.
What clip?
Show me.
What clip are you asking for, Meg? Because I'll post it.
So she's asking for anything, the clips for that we're attacking someone. She's
right.
asking.
That's why I'm asking. Like, is that the clip she wants? Because they're not producing it. They're never going to. Because they can't.
What's
Tex? You are driving me nuts.
How do we send the invite in here?
I can share the link in here. Right?
I mean, I know it won't happen, but I'm legitimately wanted to have a legitimate conversation. This is not a trap at all. I just want to
the floor. You got the floor.
I'll mute my mic and then we'll talk. I will mute it and let you say whatever you got to say, that I'm a trash human being, Charles, whatever. I will at least do it.
I'm always 5 days late and $1 short when it comes to the drama on here, so
I don't keep up with all of it.
you
So
can
there's
ask
stuff I don't even know.
what the hell's going on.
Sorry, Silver, kind of took over all that. I hope you're. How are you?
Oh no, that's all right, sweetheart. I forgot. When I was unloading, I forgot my wallet. I usually sit on it. Hey, darlings. How are you? Good. Y'all drive safely now. Be careful. They got a roadblock up the street up here. All right. You're welcome. always, always tell them about the cops. Because in our state, in our county, and everything else, oh, they locked it. Oh,
What's that?
I was gonna go in. I was actually gonna go into see my friend at the bar. And it's only 9:30. They shouldn't have locked the door. That happens sometimes. I go in and I drink Diet Coke, and they usually have a couple rum and cokes and play pool. And they told me to come up, so yeah, they locked it.
I agree. It
I
is.
wonder.
It is almost impossible to keep up with everything that goes on. There's so many side quests. And it's crazy. But like, yeah, like at the end of the day, do you guys really love going back and forth so much? Because I do. Like I'll do it forever. But like,
Can I ask why y'all go back and forth all the time?
yeah, like I like doing it. I did it with Misfit Patriot for 2.5 years.
And that was
fun. That was fun.
That
right.
was fun with him.
So like I'll do it forever, but like at the end of the day, like if I'm such a bad dude, why do you keep interacting with me?
Here's the other thing: is that what are you going to accomplish? You have this person has what? 100 followers each.
Because I'm also not leaving TikTok. I'm not leaving TikTok. So
you're going to change a few people's minds. It's not like you're going to expose the world to it. No one cares. Because here's the thing that I asked Lizzie or anybody that do you tell people about the TikTok drama in public? Because I sure don't. I sure fucking don't. Because nobody at the end of the day really fucking cares. Nobody.
That's gross, bro.
Damn, 118. But no one at the end of the day really cares. I never take things seriously. The skits we do, well, we're not funny because it's people they don't, they like.
You guys are not funny at all.
But we're not funny.
Debbie, you're fired. Get the fuck out.
You're fired. You're fired.
I'm kidding.
But anyway, at the end of the day, I will do the skits. I will always use people's words against them. I don't use low-hanging fruit like, oh, you're fat. Oh, you live in a motel. I never have to do that. I only use their words against them every single time in response.
Yeah, we live in a motel and we pay $750.
I already said that. Like, fuck off. I respond to stuff, and it's funny. I've never said, hey, you're fat. Hey, you live here. Hey, you're this. Right?
When people attack you like that, that just shows they're intellectual.
I know. I'm saying, like, I don't have to. I can use other things, not low-hanging fruit. That's what they're going for. Whoever's this troll account.
My problem is like, I don't do that until you do that. Sometimes I do. I'm not saying that I'm not doing that. Like I've done that too. Like I pick apart people's appearances and all that kind of things. Of course I have.
Also, I'm sure she's watching. Lizzie, you think I used Ozempic? I wouldn't care if I lost weight by Ozempic. I would tell people. But clearly you don't know the full story. Okay, let me break it down to you. Some person thought that I was making fun of them for using Ozempic. They got mad and blocked me and gaslit me. So I made fun of them for it. I lost weight the natural way.
You made 30 videos about it.
Yes, but they're like, oh, no, we saw the whole thing. We saw it.
And it was funny, too.
I did it that way, but I did it. It's weird. We know you used Ozempic.
Ozempic.
I wouldn't care if I did.
It was funny.
I fucking did it.
I mean, I laughed at it. I had gastric bypass. I don't give a shit what anybody says to me. They tell me on
That's
TikTok
the thing, though. They thought they had a gotcha
out.
moment. Hey, we know you used Ozempic.
You know what the difference, Julia, is? If you and I were to start hating each other and we started going back and forth, the only time I would ever bring up your appearance is if you brought up mine. Yeah. That's it. Like we all take digs at each other. It's weird that people do that. But like at the end of the day, it's like if you can't carry on a conversation with a random adult that you don't like on TikTok, you lost the argument as soon as you start bringing that shit up.
But I would
Hey,
never come
I
after
wanna
you in
say
public. I
something.
would come to you personally. You know
Oh.
this.
I know. I'm
What's
just
up?
using it as an example.
I know.
Hi, Jackie.
Hey, so hey, just a couple of things I
Alcohol.
want to say. They can
Sure.
look up in Arkansas at a company called The Nest. It is hotels. There's these owners here in Arkansas all over, and they buy up these hotels that aren't getting like good revenue or whatever, and they turn them into apartments, and they are like $750 to $850 a month. So
Everything's
first of all,
included.
Arkansas is perfect. Secondly, pizza bitch. Third, you guys are all wrong when you said Lizzie's never been off the app. She left for 3 days when Misfit told her she was a whore and he hated her. She cried for 3 solid days.
Wow.
She didn't even cry that long when she got her kid taken away. So
Oh
there's
man,
that.
come on, Steve. Come on. Join in, bro.
What else? Oh, Pete blocked me today after he got me message banned. Let's see what else. Yeah, they suck.
You know, I've only on
And
this app in my entire years of 4 or 5 years on this app, I've never apologized for anything I've done except one time. And that was to Sweet. Because I used his full name in the clapback because I had somebody in my ear. Sorry, Swede. I'm doing it publicly now. I know we've already had that, but publicly, sorry, Swede. You're funny as fuck. You're a good dude.
It's funny.
So, yeah, I apologize one time to him, and that's it. Other than that, I have nothing to apologize for. I don't.
You know, realistically, like Pete has done some funny videos towards me. I give him credit for that. It's fun. It's funny stuff. At the end of the day, though, like Pete is your super weapon. Like he came back because Butters made a comment, and he came back and made posts towards me. Pete, you're doing such a wonderful job, bro. Like I'm leaving the app.
he came back and
You won, bro.
Such a good job, sweetie.
You won. I'm leaving the app. Also, at the end of the day, you know what's really this is something that I don't understand. When they screen record you or they screen record this and they post about it, this is public. We're recording it live. I don't care what you post about it or have your opinion on it or whatever you want to do. 7-minute recaps, 3-minute recaps, whatever you want to do. I'm posting it publicly. I post my TikToks publicly. Whatever I say on TikTok, whatever I say here, that's not a gotcha. I said it publicly. Come watch. Come engage. Come have a one-on-one conversation.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's it.
I'm inviting that too. Anyone that opposes me. I'm not an unreasonable guy. I'm really not. You'll find that out. I'm really not. See? See, even says she's annoying. Oh, it's annoying. See?
Yeah. Is that not weird?
Let's talk about this. And I'm like, no, I want to yell at you right now.
Is that not weird?
It's so weird. Like,
I remember the last thing I want to say.
Thank you.
Oh,
Thank
sorry.
you. Thank you, babe. Thank you. Appreciate it.
The last thing I want to say to them real quick, if you guys don't mind, is it's
Sure.
weird that they're coming at you, Jericho, saying that you're on Ozempic when Rachie was on Monjaro and looks the same. So, wow.
I wish I would have uploaded the photo, but did you see the damage that they done to that fucking fence they were standing in front of, bro? That was funny.
Wow. Okay, that's it. I think I've given enough content on me. But anyways, fuck them.
Fuck them.
Yeah.
I was just say
And the donut.
Ames wasn't the troll account. I made that clear, but it's somebody that was once, I guess.
Yeah, we don't know who it is.
But
whatever. So many things are
whatever.
Yeah, I mean, realistically, it doesn't matter who they are either. Like, I get it. I've never made troll accounts like that. Like, we have one that we decided we were gonna make and we are gonna go back and forth with. But like, I don't hide behind troll accounts.
Don't you have Charles, and you were talking to yourself?
Yeah, that was a long time ago. Yeah. That's my favorite. That's my favorite thing to go back and forth with Dar over.
your page.
That's my favorite thing to go back and forth with Dar over because
Sweet,
she
probably,
caught me
sweet.
doing that.
You're probably right.
She caught me doing that, and then she called me out for being a double agent, and then she doxed a country singer. When she doxed the country singer, she said, "Charles, this is what I will say. You have a great singing voice." And I was like, "Bitch, you ain't never heard me sing, that's for sure, because I don't have a great singing voice, for sure." Yeah, and those two, they're friends now after she doxed him and all that kind of stuff because we all thought that it was funny. I thought that it was funny. I thought it was fucking hilarious because I was like, wow, she is too old to be on TikTok.
Do you remember? Wait, I gotta turn my light on so they know it was me. Do you remember when she said her husband's last 3 words to her were, "I love you and I always will"? Those last 3 words, "I love you and I always."
Who said that?
Dar did.
Dar.
She said her husband's last 3 words were, "I love you and I always will." The last 3.
Are you talking about Team Ric
Dar
Flair?
called me weird, but okay. All right.
She can't math.
I'm weird.
Math is hard. I mean, okay, I can't math either. Let's see. I love.
I can't math either.
And I always.
Math
That's
is the
8
one.
words. That's 8 words.
Yeah, Buddy brought that up. Buddy brought that up when we met her. Fierce Ambition says she was on American Idol.
Oh,
If you're gonna tell Bunny that,
You were on American Idol.
I got out a bid for you calling her Team Ric Flair and told you to take that back.
Yeah.
I know you did. You came at me hard for that.
Yeah,
Did you guys see that Nick came back today and his electric is on? Bye.
Yeah, it's not his house. You you were like, don't you do that to Ric Flair? Don't. Fun fact. Ric Flair was actually
Yes.
Ric Flair was actually friends of my grandmother and my step grandfather.
no way.
He
That
was,
has
yeah.
major
That's
surgery.
amazing. That's so
Yeah,
cool.
I actually have pictures of him in my house, my childhood
Oh
home.
my god.
Did you see where he had to have major surgery?
Yeah.
That's cool.
For his stomach. It looked like
I'm not gonna expose the dude, but he was only friends with my step grandfather for a couple of purposes.
What that? All right, I'm not gonna ask you.
Woo!
that Rolex wearing. Woo!
My step grandfather at the time, he was a body shop owner, and he did a lot of work for like they did really good body work, so they did shit for like all different kinds of celebrities. They grew a friendship through that because he actually worked on a couple of Ric Flair's Cadillacs.
Wow.
I will say though that whenever they owned that body shop, like, yeah, okay, I shouldn't laugh. I need to tone it down because it's not funny. They own that body shop. There was like a fire that broke out, and my step grandfather at the time, he grabbed a bucket that he thought was water. It was actually acetone. He threw it on the fire.
No.
Threw it on the fire. Caught himself on fire. Ended up having like 80% of his body burned completely away.
God.
Like he had to have skin grafts and all different kinds of things like that. But
Oh my god.
body shop completely burned to the ground.
I've met Ric Flair a few times. He's a very nice individual.
Sweet.
Yes,
I used to have
styling and profiling.
What do you
Reynolds.
say?
I used to have inmates believing I was related to Burt Reynolds. He used to be a correctional officer, like I was too.
Julia, I'm sorry for any backlash that you get for just being sitting party to this.
I've had that guy tell me the same thing. I mean, this is how I look at it. If someone makes me choose and say they're not going to be my friend because I'm friends with other people, I lost my best friend 13 years ago, and she meant the world to me, so it's not going to hurt my feelings for a TikTok.
You know, Julia never does anything. You never do anything to anybody. So, like, you never say anything. Like,
I don't even know who
I'll
she is.
laugh. If it's something funny,
Yeah,
I'll
but-
fucking laugh.
but you
Right.
don't like do anything ever. Like, you're a sweetheart.
She
Like me.
killed me when she came after me over the Ric Flair stuff. That was so funny. I couldn't help it. Like
I
her
got up out of the damn bed.
Why are you laughing like that?
her
Rick,
hair
you're
in
not
that
a
video
killer.
made me remind me of it. So I just said
Yeah.
it.
I got
Helen
out of the
Keller.
damn bed for that one.
God.
My glasses stopped. I
Oh
can't
my
see
Wow,
God.
shit still. I'm still fucking
That's
blind.
bad. Bad. Everybody's gonna get online and be like, she doesn't have a disability.
I do. I have a disability, but nobody could see it.
I do too. I can't see.
I do too, and everybody can see it. That's
Yours
that's
is
my
in your
problem.
hand.
My disability is I'm dumb as fuck.
He goes, "Is this your beer?" I'm like, "Yeah, yours is in your hand."
You are not dumb.
Beer me, baby. Beer me.
I
Please.
don't know.
I love you.
Another one. You didn't even know if that was your beer in your hand.
Beer me, beer wench.
Oh, look, Jerick's got his pussy on
Stop.
camera.
It's the mascot.
Grab him by the
Here.
pussy. Grab him by the pussy.
Stop.
Hey.
I said this already. I don't know why people found that offensive. Grab them by the pussy. People say grab life by the balls all the time.
Okay,
What
but-
about the balls?
But in the context, what did he say? When you're famous, they'll let you do
They will
anything.
let you do whatever
that-
you want.
Famous people can do that. I guarantee they can. Guarantee it.
I wasn't offended. I was like, hell yeah. I'm like,
She'd be like,
fucking
oh yeah,
say
he can
that.
grab my
The
pussy.
$5
He can grab my
million
pussy anytime.
I'm
He's
okay.
still
I'm gonna
Oh,
shed some light
You
on a couple of
emasculated
things.
me. That's what they're gonna say.
Oh no.
They're
I've
gonna say
been-
he emasculated me by saying she let Donald Trump grab her.
I'm sorry, but if like Donald Trump was like grabbing your balls, I'd be like, fucking yeah. I'd go for it.
I've been to a couple of conservative
I said another
meetups.
woman did that.
You do not have to be Donald
Well,
Trump
Mario
to
grabbed
grab
your balls,
anyone
I
by
would
the
be
pussy.
Flattered.
Oh, she said if Melania grabbed my balls, she would
Yeah.
let it happen.
I would be flattered. I'd be
Hell
like,
yeah.
yeah. She wants to touch
Oh, okay. So somebody can grab him by the nuts, but you're gonna hang the fucking kiss that we shared over our head.
Oh
for life?
yeah. Let's talk about that.
That kiss, it was beautiful.
God.
that. So I just like wasn't even in the room, and I walked into that shit, and I was like, what is happening?
Women's.
I wasn't even in there. You guys are just making out without me.
You
Yeah,
didn't miss much.
Charles. Next time you go to Florida, hit me up
Okay.
because I'll get you a good hookup on tickets.
Where are you? Are you in Florida too?
They
No,
were
I'm a
so
traveling-
fucking expensive.
Oh,
traveling.
okay.
They were so fucking expensive. Liz and I fought over that.
Why didn't you? Well, if I knew you were going, I'd have helped you find something cheaper.
My God, you should have seen us. Like we broke up in the middle of Disney. It was
No, you
strange.
did.
We
Hey.
did. We did. We broke up in the middle of Disney, and then like the fireworks started, and we came back together. We shared like the most romantic kiss ever, and then it was like
There you go.
on. It was
Okay,
on like Donkey
You
Kong.
didn't cry
Fights
during those
happen.
fireworks.
It's fine.
There's something wrong with you.
I almost killed Jerick on the way home yesterday.
She did. She didn't have her
I
cigarette.
was so pissed off.
Not gonna lie, you probably should. What is this?
She didn't have her cigarettes, so she's like, I hate you and I hate everybody.
I hated everybody yesterday.
No, I hate everybody equally because I'm going through perimenopause and I could give a fuck.
I think
So
that's-
am I. So I feel the same way, sister. Holla.
Oh, did I tell you that the reason I had to have my partial hysterectomy is because the markers came back for endometriosis and those markers were cancer markers?
Oh no.
I thought I messaged you, but I was on painkillers for a month.
No, I don't know if you told me that. I don't think you did.
I don't endometriosis.
I don't share my
It's like-
business on the internet because it's mine.
Look, you just did. This is
I
public.
did.
I hope you know that
I'm
this is
just
getting
saying,
screen
I
recorded.
usually don't share my business on the internet because it's mine, but it just like
Yeah.
I have
Yeah.
you here, so I might as well tell you.
Well, and that
I only post what I want
Well, see,
people to know.
I want to. I'm glad you said that. So,
Mom,
like I said,
stop.
I said it earlier while you were
Wait.
gone. I am a hypocrite, right?
Someone's
When we were
requesting a
going
link.
through
Sorry,
our
I
shit,
missed it.
I
missed
talked
the
a lot
comment.
of
Sorry.
shit. Go ahead.
Someone was requesting a link. I missed it. Sorry.
Who did?
Don't know.
Okay, so I talked a lot of shit. She talked a lot of shit.
Yeah.
I own it. I'm a hypocrite.
We were pretty mean to each other.
Very. So, yeah, I understand people will come after me over that. I get it, and I'm not shocked by that. But what they fail to understand is, like,
They don't know the whole story.
they don't know the
anyway.
story. And for one, when you have private conversations with me and her, we worked through a lot of stuff. We had to. We had a lot of forgiveness.
A lot.
And you have to work through it. It's a constant working through things because I chose to love her. I didn't know how to not. Okay?
Was I shocked that y'all got married? Absolutely. Did I come at you sideways about it? No, I didn't, because you want to know why? It's
Ames! Oh, Ames! Hey!
Hi.
Okay, there you go.
Paul.
Hi.
So,
long
Ames,
time no see.
I've said it twice
I
already.
appreciate you.
Okay, thank you.
I just wanted to clear it. A lot of things, and I can't obviously see the comments, and I don't care to. But yeah, I was not the troll account. I can provide anybody with any type of proof that they absolutely need, but I literally was there for 12 hours.
I don't need it. I don't need it.
I mean, I'm just saying.
Nobody needs it. I don't think I told
believe you.
multiple
I
people that I
believe
don't
you.
think that was you.
I
I
believe
wouldn't
you.
even,
I
but
know
I
that
don't
it
even
wasn't
talk like
her.
that. Like,
I
I
know
don't
you
even
don't.
talk like that.
I know you don't.
But anyways, so there's a lot of things that I want to address if I can.
Sure.
I'm assuming that's
You
why I
have the
was up
floor.
here.
Cut my mic off.
One being that I don't understand. Like, we're talking about how people, what do they say about Ozempic with you saying that you're fat or whatever, but literally people in the comments were just talking about Rachel's weight and nobody said anything. So, like, to me,
I don't
that's
see
kind
the
of.
comments, so I didn't say anything.
No, I'm not saying you, but I'm saying, like, you're gonna get Jericho, you get upset about it or whatever the case is, but why don't you call it out when it's happening? Like, Joe calls her fat all the time. Hoops just called her fat. Like, that's not cool.
I said that they damaged the fence that you guys were standing in front of. So I called you guys big, very large is what I called you. I mean, it is what it is. We all do that.
I'm not saying we don't. I'm not saying we don't. I'm just saying.
Are you gonna say though? Are you gonna say though that you don't say shitty things to other people?
Oh,
Like
I absolutely
legitimately.
do. Oh, and
We
that's
all
another thing I
do.
want to address, though. That's another thing I want to address. I did. There was a period of time where I kept my fucking mouth shut. I kept my mouth shut and I didn't say nothing to anybody. Nothing. And Bunny attacked me relentlessly. Relentlessly. Ashley did. Joe did. Lana did. All of them did. And I didn't say anything to anybody. I just let it go. Shut my mouth. Let it go. But now I'm to the point where I'm okay enough to stick up for myself. I'm okay to do that. I love Jesus. Who cares if I love Jesus? Why does it bother everybody that I love Jesus? I don't go around telling everybody, you have to do this, you have to do that. But everybody wants to do that for me. Everybody wants to have a big fucking book writing about what I can and can't do and what I can and can't say.
No,
That's
I mean,
not cool.
I have a couple of problems for sure, but I've addressed those with you, right?
And that's fine.
But and I've talked about it on the podcast. I'm sure you were here watching, right? Like, I came to some of you guys and I was telling you things that was bothering me. As friends, it didn't bother you that I was going through anything. What happened was, did you help me, Charles, when they were mocking me from? I didn't see what anybody was doing to you, Ames.
But
I
how
didn't
could you
see
have
that.
not seen it? It was everywhere in every
I
comment section.
I didn't see it. I didn't
loves
see it.
Jesus. Yeah,
So-
I do love Jesus.
Right. So listen, okay.
That's great.
I was saying that I didn't see it. So I was like, okay, show me and like give me an opportunity to fix it if I can, or make my own statement if I can. However, at the same time, I was coming to you as a friend and saying, this is bothering me. You know what everybody did in that group chat? None of you are acknowledging it, and that's absolutely fine because Charles is a hypocrite. Charles is narcissistic. Charles is a gaslighter. I was telling you guys what was bothering me, and instead of acknowledging what was bothering me, I don't want your approval or anything like that. You told me what other people were doing to you.
Okay, and let me just, can you just like not let Ashley in right now? Because I would like to get all my points out before she starts running her big mouth. That would be, and I will address what you're saying.
Okay, I'm gonna let her in, but I'm not gonna let her speak until you get your points across.
Deal. Good. We're good.
Okay.
I appreciate it. As far as the whole group chat goes, as far as all the whole group chat goes, yeah, I did say that. Yeah, I did. I did think of myself. I did 100% because I was already pissed off. But we all addressed our concerns with you, Charles. Like we did, and I think that we heard you. I just don't think you saw that we heard you. But we were listening to you.
But your actions said completely opposite of that, though.
I don't think so, but I don't think so.
I mean, we all have different opinions. That's
Yeah, and that's
absolutely fine. What was happening was some of you guys were getting online. I'm not accusing you, but some of you were getting online, and what you were doing was telling me that I should put aside my fucking drama. My real life personal shit is not drama. People that get online and have mocked me for having gone through child sexual assault is not somebody that I'm going to sit there and agree with on every fucking thing that they say just because they hate Brian Carlson. That is a weird fucking thing. Just like you would not expect me to be like, okay, somebody's mocking you for your religion. Let me go and sit with them. You wouldn't do that for me, Ames.
But you did go sit with them.
I didn't go sit with them because I didn't know what they were doing. I asked you what they were doing. I didn't see it. I told you that. And I was I'm serious. I didn't see what they were doing to you.
But I don't think we sat with anybody either, though. Not the way that you think it was.
Okay. What I saw was laughing along in certain comment sections of shit that was bothering me. What I did was I brought it to you and told you what was bothering me. There was things that I sat there for fucking 3 years, and I watched how this affected somebody. If they're okay with it, cool. I wasn't. Why? Because I spent 3 years of my life watching what it did to that woman. It bothered the fuck out of me what you guys were doing. And I came to you as my fucking friends privately before I ever said anything publicly. I watched you guys do it multiple fucking times. At the same time, you were telling me not to fucking say anything. Set aside your petty drama, your fucking petty personal shit, and just let us do whatever we want. It wasn't the fact that you guys were being cordial with Lizzie and Paris. It wasn't that. I don't care. You guys can be friends with whoever in the fuck you want. I came to you guys as my fucking friends and told you what was bothering me. I didn't go at you guys and say, hey, fuck having a conversation with you. I'm just going to go and address it publicly. I didn't do that. I talked to you guys multiple times in the group chat and told you what was bothering me. You guys ignored it. And then today, you guys come back in the group chat and said, I never tried to discuss it with you, when I absolutely the fuck did.
I don't think you did. And you perceive it differently. I get it. But like, I don't see where you were trying to reason with us, or I think that you were in, and I know it's going to sound wrong, but like you were in your feelings a lot. And I just don't feel like you saw it. Like, I don't feel like it would have been a rational conversation.
So think about what you just said, though, Ames. Okay. You tell me that people are mocking you for your religion.
Yeah, they are.
Right.
Yeah.
I come to you and I tell you that what they're doing is you're just having an emotional response to it. That's literally what you just told me.
But I'm not having any response. I'm not giving any response to anybody.
I didn't go publicly and say anything. I came to you guys and my friends and I said what was bothering me.
But then you posted, which not mine, screenshots of the chat, but that didn't even matter.
At the first time, whenever I posted screenshots of the chat, do you know what I disclosed to the fucking internet? Everything you guys said about Paris publicly.
Well, yeah, we all talk shit about it.
What secrets?
To hide.
When I shared the first group chat message, what secrets did I share?
It wasn't the point. It was the principle. It wasn't what you posted. I don't give a shit what you post. It was the principle of it, though.
What? How did I ruin your trust? What did I say by posting what you guys have said multiple times publicly?
Do we go out and post anything that happened in the chat? Did any of us do that?
No, but it was fucking funny because it was against Paris. We all laughed at it.
I get it, Charles. I get it.
So I'm asking you, what secrets? What secrets did I disclose?
It's not about the secret. It's not a secret. We will admit what we say. It's not a fucking secret. It's the point that you put the
nothing I
messages
say
up
is
there.
secret. Nothing I say is secret. You have my permission to post it all.
I don't want to.
I will. I don't mind. I absolutely will. It's perfectly fine. Like we can say and do whatever we want, and we can go down this fucking long, dragged out fucking talking shit back and forth. But are you guys literally like listening to yourself some of the times?
Are you listening to yourself? What did you post?
What did I
at
do wrong?
Friendsgiving? Come on, Charles. Let's address this. Let's address this part. At Friendsgiving, where
What did I
tried
do
to kiss.
wrong?
Are you fucking for real?
What did I do wrong by posting what you guys said about Paris that you already said online? Answer that. What did I do wrong?
Not the fact of what we said. It's the fact that you put our private messages up there. It's the principle of taking a message and putting it up there.
Private messages that were already
It's
talked
not
about
the
publicly.
it's not the content of the message. I don't think it's not the content of the message. It's the fact that you're like, hey, look, I can take something off a group chat and put it out in the public. Like, it's the principle.
It was
and I don't think
funny. It was funny. It was hilarious. I didn't break anyone's trust.
You're asking somebody that's very illiterate to explain something to you. I can't put it into words.
Okay, but somebody explain it to me how posting something that you said publicly already, how is taking that exposing you? How did I expose anyone?
I'm not saying you did. What is that? I'm not saying you did. Nobody's
right.
saying that.
So I'm saying I thought that it was funny. I thought that video was fucking hilarious because what you guys said about Paris, we all feel. Yeah. Currently, right now, you guys don't, and that's absolutely fine. You guys can be friends with whoever you want.
That's not true, though. That's not true.
What's not true?
You act like we don't still sit there and talk shit about Paris or Lizzie or anybody else. We do.
I don't.
Oh my God, my bad. Sorry, y'all. My bad. I'm a Christian and I talk shit about people. I'm human. I'm so sorry.
No, that's fine. No, that's fine. You can. I welcome it. You can. No, you can. I'm welcome.
No, I'm not though. That's the thing though. This is my point coming up here is that I can't be a Christian according to all these hypocrites in the comment section.
Hey, I believe in God. I talk a lot of shit. So
no, you can be, but I don't think
I have to be Jesus. I have to be perfect.
No, you don't have to be Jesus.
You don't. Not to me. Not to me, Ames. You can be like me. You can be like me and believe in God and talk a lot of shit.
Can I say something?
I fall short every day.
I know you can talk. I'm saying you can.
We're gonna give Julie an opportunity to speak, and then we're gonna give Ashley an opportunity to speak.
For one, if anybody here is a Christian and they say they don't sin on the daily, they're a fucking liar. I believe in the Bible and I go with the Bible. I love Jesus and I fucking cuss a lot. But you want to know what? At the end of the day, he forgives me and that's my relationship with him, just like Ames' relationship with Jesus is hers, Jerick's is his, and I don't know what Charles believes in, but you know, that's his. So at the end of the day, it's nobody's fucking business what her relationship or anybody else's relationship is with God. And yes, did I say fucking God in the same sense? Yes, I did. Lord,
Ames, I hope you don't feel like we're dogpiling.
I was just making my point.
No, let me comment to that, and I'm going to give Ashley an opportunity to speak. Fair?
Yeah.
I seriously do feel like a lot of the times, like you're calling me a hypocrite multiple times, and that's fine. That's great. You can't gatekeep fucking Christianity. That's weird, bro. You
gatekeeps it?
You literally came to me, Ames. You came to me, Ames, and you told me that religion isn't a choice.
It's not though, and I think you misunderstood what
I was saying. It is a choice.
But I think you misunderstood what I was saying. And maybe I didn't say it in the right way. To me, it's not a choice. To me, it's not a choice. I'm either going to hell or I'm going to heaven. I don't want that's not a choice. It's already done. It's already done. I don't feel like there's any other choice, but that's just my opinion on things. I don't expect you to feel like that. I don't expect Jericho to feel like that. I don't expect Julia to feel like that. I don't expect, for God's sake, Hoops to feel like that, or Ashley to feel like that. I don't expect
why say it to me? Because I wasn't mocking you for your fucking religion.
Well, you know what? At that time, like everybody was, so I was pretty heightened in my emotions. I'm not even gonna lie.
Which I understand, Ames, but I came to you as a fucking friend, and I was just trying to have a conversation with you. You know what you did? You want to sit up here and pretend like Charles is the bad guy? Great, fine. No. You can say and feel however you want. I was telling you as a fucking friend what you guys were doing that sucked, that I didn't want to see. that I fucking hated. You know what you did? You dumped the fucking friendship. You left the group chat. You said your last words and you were out.
I did that to, yeah, I did.
That's
I
cool,
did that
but
to a lot of people.
you didn't give me an opportunity to fucking ever explain anything. You didn't give me an opportunity to tell you anything. However, at the same time, you never gave me an opportunity to see what you were trying to tell me was happening to you. So you never gave me an opportunity to fucking defend you.
Why?
But then you
Okay.
want to sit up there and pretend like I didn't. I didn't see it. I honestly, truthfully, from the bottom of my fucking heart, Ames, didn't see it. It's not
Okay.
that I'm ignoring it or just pushing it off like it's nothing, but when you were going through whatever you were going through, I didn't see it. You know why? Because realistically, whenever I get on TikTok, I got 45 tags and fucking mentions from Lizzie and other people that have no fucking respect for me whatsoever, and all they want to do is just shit talk. That's so I don't scroll the For You page or my friend's page. If I don't see it and I don't have an opportunity to correct the behavior, then you can't just like cut me out of the opportunity to be able to correct the fucking behavior. That is not giving me an opportunity as a friend to do the right thing.
Okay, do we want to let Ashley speak?
Yeah.
I don't know where I went.
Ashley, you have the floor.
Friend to do the right. Please speak.
We're gonna get an echo, so you gotta mute the
Ashley,
whatchamacallit.
you have the floor.
Okay. Can you actually hear me?
Yes, I can.
Hello?
Hello?
Oh. Can you actually hear me?
Go for it.
Okay, the only thing I'm bringing up is based off of what she first said when she was like, Ashley, Bunny, blah, blah, blah. I just want to correct this because I think it's wild to me that you're going to act like as if you were a victim and attacked out of nowhere. When you left and you blocked people, there was a straight up one video made where Bunny asked you straight out how she's supposed to understand how you bounce, but the whole time she was having a great time and literally complimented all of the mean girls, said that her time in Jersey with them was the best time. She has nothing negative to say, but the whole time she was there, she's had to listen to you as a friend, shit talk the mean girls and make her feel like as if like she's doing something wrong. And you were nonstop mean girls this, mean girls that, just like you did in the group chat afterwards.
I did.
Then all of a sudden you're friends with them after you bounce out on your friends like that you had. Like you had friends for a long time, you bounce out on them and go running to the girls that you literally shit talk to her. And of course, the response that she got was every single mean girl defending you coming at her. And you are the victim. Like she just asked why you could do something like that and think that you're like you're cool. You didn't do nothing wrong. You didn't make her feel like shit for having friendships or even spending a good time in Jersey or anything like that. That's all she said. So don't play off like as if you got completely attacked because you weren't. She just wanted clarification how you can act like that and ruin a good time for her, only to ultimately be friends with them and expect her not to have a like feel sideways about that.
I have receipts, Ashley. I have receipts. That's not at all what happened. That's not even the slightest of what happened. Yeah, I went ahead and I blocked and I unfriended a lot of people without explanation, which I have a right to do. I have a right to do that. It's my fucking platform. It's my life. None of y'all control my life. I got sick and tired of hearing
do you admit though that like that's the same potential for everybody else?
Do what?
Do you admit though that that's the same potential for everybody else? Like you don't control what they do or say.
No, I don't.
Right. Okay. I was just
why would I
I was just wondering if you feel the same for everybody.
Okay, no, here's what happened. What happened was I got sick and tired of seeing the repetitive stuff with Lizzie, over and over. And me and Bunny had a conversation about this in Snapchat. It had nothing to do with the mean girls. I never even said anything to her about the mean girls. Never once did I say anything. I didn't even talk to her. Me and Bunny really quit like interacting with each other. It kept slowing down for quite a while. It had been going on for quite a while that way. Bunny I told her, she was like, do you want to unfriend me? I got banned or something along the lines of that. And I was like, nah, like it's cool. I don't want to, she asked if she wanted to be my friend. And I was like, nah, that's good. That's cool. And I have people that can attest to this because I was on a phone call. But no, so I didn't add her, and I deleted her. Period. I deleted her off Snapchat with no response. And I'm not saying I handled everything perfectly.
When was
okay.
this?
I'd have to go back through my chat. I can bring it up here in a minute. But this would probably have been around. It would have been around December, the end of December or beginning of January, somewhere around that time frame, because it was before the TikTok ban. Because I had been off the app for like 5 days. But let me be very clear. I did not run to the Mean Girls. Let me be very clear about that. I did not run at all to the Mean Girls. What happened was I was going through a really fucking hard time in my life. A really hard time that I have not made public, and I don't really even care if it becomes public because it's a testimony to me. I was going through a hard time, mixed emotions, other things going on. I didn't want to be associated with people that were associated with I just didn't want to do it. So I left quietly. I didn't need to announce my departure. I didn't need to announce it to Bunny. I didn't need to announce it to you, Ashley. I didn't need to announce it to whoever else I unfriended. I lost friendships too that were very hard on me to lose. I lost my best friend for something that I did, that I take responsibility for. But instead, y'all kicked me when I was down. Y'all all kicked me while I was down, and I didn't say a damn word to any of you. I didn't make clapback videos to Bunny. I didn't make clapback videos to you. I didn't do shit. And then you over there, Hoops, sitting there fucking talking shit to me. I didn't do a goddamn thing to you.
You did. You
No,
actually
I did,
did.
Hoops.
And also, why are you thinking it's funny that they're talking about my CSA? Why is that funny to you? Because I made one comment when I came back on Facebook to you when I was in Charles's live, and I said that you weren't being a very good Christian. I didn't even say your name. They came at me, and then Rach posted about my CS about my rape.
I'm not addressing that with you.
No,
I'm not
you are,
talking to you
because
about
you were
anything.
laughing about it, making all sorts of comments. I have all of the receipts. This is what this whole thing is about, right? How you guys wanted to go at Brian and Christina, and knowing every one of you have seen my medical diagnosis, know it's facts, know it's real, and all of you shit on me. Especially you.
I don't believe you. I don't have to believe you.
I don't care if you believe me. I don't believe you're a Christian either.
Go ahead. No, I don't care. You know what? I don't care if you believe if I'm a Christian or not, because your opinion or anybody else's opinion does not matter at the end of the day.
I don't.
It doesn't
and I
matter.
don't care if you believe me, Ames. I don't care if you believe me, quite honestly. I don't care who believes me. It's not my business what you believe or don't believe. The fact is that you are a shitty person, and you've been shitty. When you talked about Ed and you were in my ear over Ed, you're the reason all this drama started with Ed.
I'm the reason all of it started with Ed?
It started with
okay,
Ed
so we're
and
gonna
Jess.
blame what
All
Ed
of
and
it
Jess
started
did.
with you.
We're
All of
gonna
it started
get
with
into
you.
it. Oh no, we're gonna
All
get
of
into
you
it. You're
started
gonna
with
blame
you.
what Ed and Jess
All of it
did
started
on
with
me?
you.
On me?
You came in the group chat talking about
Yeah,
how
I did.
it's so awful that they're married and cheating. Aren't you a cheater? Okay. So you were talking about how she's married and she's cheating, but you do the same thing. Let's don't forget.
I do
And
the
then
same thing, or I did the same thing?
I don't know.
I did. One time
And
I did. Yes, I did.
anyways, so then
Have
you're
I ever
coming
had a
in
problem
talking
admitting it
about
to
it
anybody?
over and over and
No.
over again. And you're also saying how all those videos Ed was making were videos directed at Bunny. That's what you were saying. You were
Because it was
saying
true.
that to okay. And so yeah, I started listening to you because we talked all the time. You and I
No, we
talked
didn't.
more
Yeah.
than yes, we did.
I agree with this. Ed's not here. Let's not talk about him. Jess,
Shut up, Danny.
I don't know if
And
Jess is still here.
Charles,
Let's
I'm
not
not talking.
talk
I'm
about it.
not really talking about
I
Ed.
know. I'm just
I'm
stating.
saying Ames caused the problems between Ed and I because she influenced me heavily by her telling me all the time that his videos were towards Bunny. I owe Ed.
Ames
And
admittedly today tried to do the same thing to me and one of my close friends.
right, so she did that
She
to
knows
me.
what she did.
No, I
She
told
knows
the
the
truth.
fabrication she made.
No,
You didn't
I
tell
told
the
the truth.
What did you say?
When it came to her and Ed, her Hoops and Ed's situation.
I'm talking about me. I'm talking about me.
I told the truth of what happened, and I'm not bringing it up here on the podcast because I'm not bringing it up.
You told somebody today
I did.
in direct messages
I did.
a tale about something that I said
It wasn't
trying
a
to come
tale.
between friendships.
Well, then maybe you need to address it with the person that told me. That's who
what
you need
she
to address it with.
does. That's
Call it
what
out.
she does.
She
Say
did
it.
that all the time in the group chat. And I'm going to
Please
bounce out, but
provide.
I just
Please
wanted to
provide
quickly
me the
just
fucking
say,
I'll do
evidence.
it separately. I'm not bringing it up here on the podcast.
No, you
Charles.
you can
Respectfully,
you
I'm not
can
doing
reach
it.
out to me separately, and you can absolutely do that. But show me the fucking proof.
I will.
Don't. It's not hearsay. Show me the proof.
It's not hearsay.
Right.
Because it's
Send it
only
to me.
something you and I would know.
Send it to me right now.
She's just as bad as Misfit Danny when it comes to spreading bullshit lies.
That's ironic.
You can absolutely send it to me right now, and I'll address it right here publicly.
I'm not addressing that publicly. And you know why I'm not addressing it publicly.
Well, that's
It's
pretty sad because like
no,
you
it's
made
not
an
pretty sad. You
you
know
made an
why? Because I still
accusation,
have respect for friends. That's why. For friendships I did have, I still have respect for what's going on in their
except
life.
for mine and yours.
well, I'm leaving, but I just wanted to say quickly before I leave that I think it's wild that you're even in this podcast because you literally just made a video saying you don't care what people think and that you don't
I
live your
think
life
it's
to worry
wild.
about
You just don't
people.
shut the fuck
But
up. That's what I think is wild.
stop giving me reasons to open my mouth.
I don't give you reasons. I don't respond to you, but yet you make your whole life about me. Get the fuck over it. Go find a life, bro. Go find Jesus. Go find a life.
Are
Stop
you just
making me
assuming
your
I
life.
don't have
Stop
Jesus?
making me the center of your life. Like your screen name, stop making me the center of your life. You would be much happier. If I'm so terrible, don't make me the center of your life. Period.
Doesn't your friends do the same thing? Are you keeping
I
the
don't.
same
Yeah.
energy and them the same thing?
No, but
Oh,
she
so
expects you to keep the same energy and everybody else to keep the same energy that
no,
she's
I
trying to
don't.
claim.
You expect to speak for me. That's what you expect.
No, I literally just said what you said. You're the one that made the post that said you don't care what people think, and then hopped in here
Whose
trying to
screen
clarify
says
things.
Mark safe from Ames? That's you. You're making your whole life about me. You make your whole entire TikTok
And I
about
got
me.
50 fucking comments screenshotted of you talking about me and my husband. My husband, who doesn't even do drama content, you don't shut the fuck
But
up
you
about.
brought up my husband, didn't you?
Because
Yeah, you
you don't
brought up
keep
my
your mouth
husband, who's
shut
not even on the
ever.
fucking
You
app,
think
bitch.
you can just run off your fucking mouth and have no fucking response ever? Get fucked, Ames.
Ashley, where's my
And by your
stepchild?
husband,
Where's my
preferably.
stepchild? I want
Anyways,
to know where my
bye.
stepchild is. Where's my stepchild? Yeah, that's what I thought.
Everybody wants to have the last word, Ames. The reality is like we all say shitty things. You just said some shitty things. She
Yeah, I
said some
did.
shitty things. It kind of is what it is, right? We all do it, right? At the end of the day, though, like you made an accusation today that I want to know the proof of.
That can't
Like
be done
absolutely
on the app.
100%
If
show
you
me.
actually hold the fucking values that you say you hold, it can't be done in public.
No, it can't.
I'm telling you that right now, Charles.
It doesn't have to be in public. I'm asking to send it to me fucking privately, and I'll address it publicly.
I have to go through.
No,
I
none of
have
you
to go through
guys
my
are going to be
messages,
a
Charles.
fucking dictator of what I post and what I don't. It's never going to happen. I don't do that to you. I don't try to come in between that for you guys at all. At the same time, we had a fucking close relationship, Ames. I came to you privately as a fucking friend of mine and was telling you shit that was bothering me. You made it about you. That's great. But I asked you for the proof. I just wanted to see proof because you didn't give me an opportunity to defend you.
Here's the thing. I don't need anybody to defend me.
You don't
anymore.
need it. You don't need anyone to
don't.
defend me or you, whatever.
I don't.
I get that. I understand that. But I'm saying I was telling you as a friend what was bothering me about what you guys were doing, and you ignored it and made it about yourself.
What would you like me to do, Charles? What
I
would
don't
make you happy in this situation?
Listen, I don't want you to do anything. I'm just saying, you guys came to me today in the group chat just now and was talking to me, telling me that I didn't try to discuss this with you. And I did.
Yeah, Charles, I did. Because you know what? You sat there and went all over TikTok saying that I sat on your lap and tried to kiss you.
I did say that.
It's not true.
I did say that.
Yeah,
it
and
happened.
it's not true.
It is what it is.
It's not is what it is, Charles. Did Ashley and Hoops not just come up here and say, "Oh, well, I was a cheater"? Did they not?
You admitted that.
Yeah. Okay. So here's the thing. Imagine if
their
my
claim is
husband-
accurate.
Imagine if my husband were to have left me alone, which he did not, but were to have left me alone there, and you said that. Do you not think that could have had an effect on my marriage, considering my past?
I don't have any idea.
But you don't care how it
you
affects
guys
anybody else,
run
right?
around making all these sorts of comments. Currently, you guys are talking about my fucking dick size all over TikTok, which is absolutely weird for you guys to be fucking in happy relationships talking about my penis all over TikTok. You guys are fucking weird for that, first of all. Second of all, I'm not the only one that sits there and starts rumors. Gossip is a fucking sin.
Yeah, it is.
It is, right?
Julia, do we not sin every day? Oh gosh, I'm not allowed to sin again. See, here's the standard they hold
I
for
didn't
me.
say you're not allowed to sin. I'm just saying you guys are doing it. You're actively doing it
Can I just say
every
this?
fucking day.
Can I just say this? I had my hand up for a while. I'm just gonna say something. Charles, honey, I love you to pieces. But didn't you say that you weren't responsible for the things that your friends said and do?
I'm not.
Okay, then you can't hold.
I'm not holding her accountable for
I know,
anything
but
her
I'm
friends
saying you
did.
can't hold Ames responsible for the things that her friends say and do, or the name changes. You understand?
I didn't come up. No. She brought that up, so I said your friends are doing it too. I asked her if she kept the same energy for her
Okay,
friends.
all right. Well, I misunderstood. My apology.
Yeah.
I'm just trying
So
to be
she
neutral.
brought
I
up
love
that
everybody. I love Ames to death. I love you to death. I love Jerick to death. And
she brought up that that Ashley had her name in her TikTok. And I said, your friends are doing that too. So do you keep the same energy? That's what I said.
well, sorry, my daughter was talking to me and I was muted, so I missed that part.
It kind
And
of is what it is. And when I've addressed you, I haven't brought up what Reggie has done, what anyone has done. I'm talking to you because I was talking to you.
And
You
I
threw
came
away the friendship so fucking fast and dipped out of there because I didn't defend you. That was your words, not mine.
But that's not why. That's what you assume is why. That's not why, Charles. It's not because you didn't defend me. And this is why
That's
I
what
came
you
up here.
said to me, though.
I came up here to clear this part with everybody because that's what we're doing, clearing the air, right? Okay.
Yeah.
I unfriended people and I blocked people without explanation. They don't understand why. And that's fine. They don't have to understand why. I didn't understand at the time why I did it either until now. I do. And y'all can sit there and mock my faith. And I'm not saying you specifically, but people have been doing it.
I have.
And that's fine. That's okay. That's you. That's what you want to do. I've learned.
Well, I don't know if I
okay.
mocked it. I've made jokes. For sure.
Right. And it used to bother me. It did used to bother me. It really did. But at the end of the day, like I know what I'm doing right and I know what I'm doing wrong. I'm a sinner. I am not perfect. I am not Jesus.
I am too, Ames, and I'm not trying to hold you to a higher standard. I'm just sitting there saying
Everybody's holding me to a higher standard. Like I have to be
but
on this
I'm not
pedestal.
though. But I'm not though, Ames. You called me a terrible friend. You said that I didn't defend you. You said all these weird things like I didn't defend you. And all I was coming to you saying, I don't want you to defend me, but what you guys are doing is hurting me personally. That's what I said. And then instead of you acknowledging that it was hurting me personally and helping me work towards a solution, it was you didn't defend me when they were mocking my faith. You made this long ass fucking text and then you bounced. You didn't give me an opportunity to defend you or see what you were saying.
No, I didn't. You're right.
Yeah.
Right.
I bounced because it wasn't.
Which is fair. Like it's absolutely okay. It's fine for us to be able to separate as human beings. It's okay. If the friendship didn't matter that much to you, that's perfectly fine.
It's
like
not about
we
the
don't need it.
friendship
Like
not
we go
mattering.
away.
It's not about the friendship not mattering. It's not about anybody's friendship not mattering. I need everybody to listen to this part that I'm about to say.
Sure.
I don't hate anybody. Even after everything that people have done to me, I don't hate anybody. I didn't walk away from people because I didn't like them. I walked away from people because I needed to grow as a person. I was not growing as a person, and y'all may think I haven't grown as a person, but from 6 months ago to now, I'm not the same person. I don't hold the same values as I did before.
Do you know what's crazy about the statement you just made, Ames? I came to you guys as friends, told you what was bothering me, and I separated myself from some of you because of the same fucking reasons.
Okay, and you're more than you do that, Charles.
But why are you coming into the group chat right now calling me a hypocrite like I didn't try to discuss this with you guys? And then sitting here and telling me that you made the same choice.
Kiss you, bro.
Yeah, that's why, because you said I sat on your lap and tried to kiss you. So I went in there because you know what? I'm not dealing with that shit. False accusations. I'm not doing it. I didn't do anything.
Everybody on TikTok is currently making false accusations about me.
But
what's the difference?
But I'm not in control of what they're doing. I'm in control
I'm
of
not
what is
holding
said.
you accountable. I'm talking about the shit that you're doing.
I went to you, Charles.
Is that not what you wanted?
Like, what do you want me to do?
I'm
not
want
holding
you,
anybody else
Ames,
accountable. I'm holding you
Ames,
accountable for what you
Ames,
said about me.
I don't want you to do anything. I'm simply saying I came to each one of you. I talked to you. I did. You're telling me that I wasn't doing that I wasn't trying to discuss it, and I was. Not only that, I discussed it, and you guys are saying that I was a hypocrite, that I'm manipulative, that I'm all different kinds of things.
But there are a few situations where you were being a hypocrite.
You were doing the exact same thing with other people.
Yeah, like you sat there and said, you clearly stated if you want to go sit with Lizzie or Booze or anybody like that, all of that.
You absolutely can.
Yeah, but you said that you were going to separate yourselves from people that do that. Did you not say that?
I did say that.
Okay, but I said that you don't hold the same standard for Sam and Britt because they were mutuals.
I don't interact with Sam and Britt off the app.
But that's not the point. You're still mutuals with them, but you got rid of your friends that, to me, if you're going to
because you guys were the people that I talked to off app. I keep saying that. I don't think that you guys understand that. You guys were.
I don't think we understand each other. I think that's what it is. We're not understanding each other.
That's fair.
Can I give a paraphrase? What he's saying is that your friendship to him meant more to him because y'all had one off the app than what it meant on the app. What it was just to be friends with someone on the app. With Sam and Britt,
easier to hold those people
on the app. But Ames, he was friends with you off the app. Y'all had a relationship off the app. That's why it meant more to him.
Adam, I agree with you. It's
relationship with Sam and Britt.
Adam, I agree with you. It's easier to hold people on the app accountable for their fucking actions. I do that on a daily fucking basis whenever they come at me publicly.
Laugh about it, Charles. I sat here and watched you start the podcast making jokes about the shit that Joe said. You weren't serious holding him accountable. You were laughing about it. Joe, you said some bad shit. Stop it. Dude, Joe said put your fucking baby in a blender.
That was before, Adam. That was before. That was before. I made those jokes when people were trying to tell me that I didn't hold Joe accountable, and I have multiple times publicly. Okay, that's first of all. Second of all, I made those jokes because he wasn't doing anything like talking about putting a baby in a blender back then. He didn't say that when they were telling me to call him out.
This was today, Charles. Today.
I called him out just a couple fucking days ago, Adam.
That was not a today he said that comment. No, he didn't.
No, it wasn't today that he said.
Today when Charles was laughing about it.
When was laughing about it?
In the beginning of the podcast, you did laugh about it.
When? What did I say?
Like you laughed off. Okay, well, Joe does this, and then you started laughing about it. Like
okay, but it was in the okay. But let me say this because it's clearly getting heated. Meg already said that Joe's apology that he meant it. So whatever y'all's feelings about what he said, he apologized to Meg. Meg said, "I believe you. I believe it was genuine." So
and what I laughed about was saying everybody is coming to me and saying random things, and I'm just going to them and saying random things, but it's two personal conversations. Instead of those two personal conversations being personal conversations, they go, "What about Joe Campbell?" I don't fucking own the rights to Joe Campbell. I don't care what Joe Campbell does. As the same way that you're not responsible for your friends, I'm not responsible for Joe Campbell.
Friends accountable just like they should hold their friends accountable.
I do hold my fucking friends accountable. I do it all the fucking time. Since when haven't I? Show me a time that I haven't talked about Joe Campbell publicly and said his fuck shit is fuck shit. Show me. Show me one time, show me one fucking example of me duetting Joe Campbell, doing some fuck shit and agreeing with it.
Never wanted that, dude. I'm going to tell you that.
If you can't show me that simple example, shut the fuck up. I never one time sat there and was like, you know what? Whoever is mocking Ames for their religion, let me go laugh. Let me go duet their shit. I didn't see it.
So let me ask you this: Meg is friends with Paris and Lizzie off the app, correct?
No,
Who?
not
Meg.
Lizzie.
Meg?
Meg, is she
No.
not friends with Paris though?
She's made a couple of statements to me public
So,
or
so she's
privately.
friends with Paris off the app. So why don't you block? Like, why isn't that held the same?
Why
Like,
isn't
I don't get it.
Why isn't it? Because show me where Meg is in the comment sections of anything that she's doing fuck shit that she's agreeing with it.
Well, I don't.
However, I've seen you and your friends in those comment sections agreeing with it and laughing along. I have seen that. I haven't seen Meg do that. Show me
And
where.
I'm saying like you're friends with her off the app. Is what
It's not a double standard, Ames. It's simply saying that you guys are in the comment sections of some of the shit that Lizzie is saying about me, laughing along. I hold you to a higher standard simply because Meg is not doing that.
But we weren't doing that before all this.
So when were you doing that? When you started hating me? That's pretty fucking
I
convenient.
don't hate you.
I don't hate you either, Ames.
I don't know where you got I hate you from.
I don't hate you either. That's just a statement that I threw out there. I said, when did you start doing it? When you started hating me? So you're okay with doing it whenever we dislike each other or whatever buzzword you want to throw in there. You're okay doing it whenever they're making fun of my CSA and stuff like that. And I'm in comment sections
Charles,
now laughing about
wait a
whenever they're
minute,
joking and
Charles.
stuff.
Who went to bat for you when everybody was making fun of your CSA? Who went in that podcast?
So you're saying to me right now that it was once okay to defend me, but now it's okay to laugh at it?
I don't laugh at it. I don't laugh at it.
That's not what I'm okay.
I'm
I'm
never
simply
laughed at
saying
your CSA ever.
I'm simply saying I see some of your friends doing it, and
But
that's
you're
why I've
holding me
distanced
accountable.
myself. I'm not holding you accountable. I just said I don't hate you, Ames. I don't hate you. I'm literally sitting here giving you the opportunity to speak to me, and I'm speaking to you. We are getting heated and animated for sure, but I'm not holding you accountable for what they're doing.
But
I'm
they're
simply
not even
saying
doing
what
it. They're not making fun of your CSA.
They are.
No,
I
I
can
haven't seen it.
I can provide you that
Show me
proof.
proof. I haven't seen it.
I can provide you that proof.
And you know that I'm a very mutual person and I'm not biased any means. But if someone did make fun of it, I want to see it.
I can provide that proof, but also at the same time, that's what I'm saying. I've seen them doing it.
What happened?
And I haven't seen Meg. That's where the difference is. You and I have a disagreement simply because I didn't defend you. That was your words, not mine.
Okay, Charles. That was my words.
It was.
If I said it, I said it. I can't.
Go back. You're in the club now. Go and look at
my
it.
actions of what I say, and if I said it, I said it. I own it. Period.
That's fair. That's fine. I'm just simply saying, like you're calling me a hypocrite and a fucking manipulator or whatever you want to call me.
I'm a hypocrite daily. I'm not even.
I admit. I admit
hypocrite
that
daily.
I am too. I admit that I am too, Ames. But I don't fucking hate you. Not at all. Not even in the slightest. I valued our friendship. That's why I had a conversation with you and told you I didn't like what was happening.
Okay.
Your
I
word
just
to
don't think
me
we heard
was,
each other.
yeah, but Charles, you know what? I defended you against Shane, but you know what you didn't do? You didn't defend me whenever they were mocking me for my religion. I told you I didn't see it. I just show me. That's what I wanted to do. I wasn't saying I don't believe you.
Is that the issue you have with me too? Because like I never see it either, but I am fully religious freedom. If you love God, I fully love that. I support it. I do. Like
Just
that's great.
Just
great.
this alone. Just
For
this
me,
alone.
that's great.
I can go to this comment right here. I can go to these comment sections and I can show you the proof that I'm talking about. All you got to do is you can literally go to her page and look at these. You can see who's in the comment sections. You don't have to believe me. I don't care if you believe me. I really don't. It kind of is what it is. I don't want you to defend me. I'm just simply saying, don't call me out for not defending you when I didn't see it.
Okay, Charles.
So I'll just say this. So if anybody mocked her for religion, we all fall short. If you're a Christian, we do. I know I do. I believe in God. I know I do. I acknowledge that. So I'm sorry you went through that. That happened. I really do. Like I don't want anybody to be mocked for anything. I don't.
All short to the glory of God.
but I
I
still go through it.
100% did this. I mocked Lizzie. I absolutely mocked Lizzie. Show me where I did it first. That's what I
Okay,
want.
so if Manny Petty, would you like to join? I mean, can we just do that? Whoever that is, can we just? I mean, let's just fucking do it. Like, golly, like, come on.
Jericho, I do appreciate you saying that. I don't know if you can understand this, or maybe Julia can understand this. I don't mean to exclude you, Charles, but you're not really like religious in a sense. But when you like get it and you get that spiritual awakening and it happens just like that, people, I feel like they're basing what I've done in the past, even a few months ago. Like, I'm different from a few months ago. My mind is different from a few months ago. Like, you can't hold me accountable for that. I already hold myself accountable for it. I already have a bar right here. I don't want to be as ruthless as I was then. I really try not to be. So I'm sick and tired. I'm sick and tired of being held to what I used to be a few months ago to now. Like, I don't have any room to grow. Like, nobody wants to give me the grace to grow.
Well,
The hypocrisy is too much. This
so
comment
whoever that is, mute them then, because I don't want to talk to you if you're not going to come up here. Ames
the
up
reality
here and
is
talk to us.
I'm not
Ames
even the
had
same
you,
person
and
that
she
I was.
talked. So
I'm not
Ames,
even the same
I
person I was
appreciate
months
you.
ago.
Yeah, Ames,
I understand. I understand that you can grow. I've grown too. I've said a bunch of shit back then. I still
Ames,
say some shit today, but like,
Ames, I appreciate you coming on here too. This bitch right here. If you got something to say, come on here. At least Ames did it. So
You
fuck
know
off.
what? Up here, as soon as they open their mouth, it's go give them away. It's probably someone on their troll account. But anyways,
Okay, well, come on and say whatever you got to say. Don't
you
be a
do
little bitch.
of
Otherwise, let's just mute this motherfucker.
you're right. But do you know what the difference is? Is like whenever I do it, it's an emotional outburst. When Ames does it, it's her getting mocked for her religion.
No,
Yeah,
no.
that's
But I
literally
don't but
what
I
it is.
don't look at it that way. Like, when I do it, I take full responsibility. When I run my mouth and when I act out with my mouth, that's me. That has nothing to do with my religion. That's not an excuse of why I do it. I do it because
You throw
I
that up
just
as
do
a
it.
shield. You throw it up as a shield all the time.
No, I don't. You take it that way, and that's not my problem.
She's never used religion.
I've never used my religion as a shield. I've never said,
You
"Oh,
did.
well, this makes me
You
better
did.
than you."
You did, and I'm talking about our personal one-on-one conversation. That's the first fucking thing that you threw up at me whenever I was telling you that there was some fuck shit happening that I didn't like. You threw it up.
But that is true, though, Bunny. That is true. That is true. If you're gonna follow the Bible, follow the Bible. There's a difference in knowing God and following God. If I don't, God will come to my defense. Regardless, if you are a child of God, he will come for your defense. He tells you to sit still and he will come for your revenge. That's just what it says in the Bible. Correct me if I'm wrong, Julia. Correct
it's
me.
revenge is
What
mine. The
what is
Lord.
it for us that don't believe?
Then y'all don't have to believe. Then it's not for y'all to believe. I can't make you believe that.
You don't believe and you don't repent. It says to pray you to the devil. It's in 1 Corinthians.
It's First
So
Corinthians 5:5.
I was baptized, saved, whatever. I'd done that a long time ago. At the same time, the hypocrisy that I see in a lot of organized religion is something that I just don't agree with. But I don't go around spreading my message like don't believe because of this or don't believe because of that. And I don't go around. I've made some jokes at your expense. I sure have. Simply because you told me that religion isn't a choice. Religion is absolutely a choice because I've made a choice.
Can
Right?
I
So I'm saying, just let me finish real quick. So I'm simply saying, like, I don't go around just going, Ames, you're stupid because you're a Christian. I've never done that because I don't think that you are. You believing in Christianity doesn't make you stupid. I don't even think you're stupid. I'm just simply saying, like, at the end of the day, just because I don't believe doesn't mean that I don't share the same responsibility in the spiritual realm as you.
I never said that.
So I was saying, what does it mean for like me as a non-believer to like, does God come to my defense?
He-
It just tells us to pray. It says in the Bible to pray to Satan, and that maybe you will repent.
I don't
Yeah,
believe in
it's not
Satan.
saying that we're trying to. It's not, when that's being said, it's not saying like, "Hey, we want you to go be with Satan." It
No.
means that if you are unwilling to repent for what you've done or whatever that is, that you're so low that the only thing you have left is to go to God, is to turn to Him so that you'll be saved. That's all that means. It doesn't mean that I
Eventually,
maliciously want to put you with the devil. That's not what that means at all. It
well,
means that I
I
want to
don't think
pray
that
for
that's
you.
what I don't think that that's what you mean either. But I'm just saying, like, eventually, I always hold myself accountable. When haven't I held myself accountable? You've known me for a long time. When haven't I held myself accountable?
Shot. Yeah. I'll just say this too. Hey, Proverbs 5:19, still a verse that I love. Just saying.
Yes. Amen, brother.
I've had two people call me perverted for quoting it word for word. Not you, Ames.
Oh,
Not
the
you,
boob
Ames.
was one.
But yes. They said it's
I
perverted.
honestly
Quoted it word
think
for word.
we all should get together and
It's
we
a
should
good
get that
verse.
tattoo.
It's a good verse. Dude, I'm down. I'm fucking down for that.
I'll do it.
Thank you. Proverbs 5:19,
I
great book.
I also, for everybody that's still in the chat, I just want y'all to know, and everybody up here, I don't, just because I pick up my word and I'm starting to go, yeah, I said Jesus era, and it's really a Jesus journey, so I'll correct myself on that. Like, just because I chose to go down this path because I felt like that's the only choice that I had to do to save myself, that doesn't mean I feel like I'm better than anybody else, because I really don't. I don't think I'm better than anybody. I never, I don't think I have that better than you attitude. If it comes off that way, I am very, very sorry if it does come off that way, but that's not what it's meant. It just means that I am better than who I was yesterday. I am trying to be better than who I've been in the past. I don't want to be a broken person, a mean person, an insecure person. I don't want to do any of that. I just want to be left alone. Like, if y'all can't say anything nice, then just leave me alone. Let me do what I want to do with Jesus as much as I want to do it. It's my journey. I hope that everybody reaches that point where they have that relationship with God. And if you don't, I'm sorry. Like, I don't know what to say, but I've reached that point, which is why nothing anybody says can hurt me. It can't.
I'm pretty content in my journey, and I
And
mean
that's good.
I've said this 1,000 times, Ames. I will go back and forth with you until like the end of time, when Jesus comes back and the rapture starts. I will do that. I don't mind it. But also at the same time, who am I going after that hasn't said anything first? You guys are going around and gossiping and doing all this kind of things. I'm throwing it right back. So if you guys weren't doing that, do you think that I would be doing that? Seriously, you know me. Would I be doing that if you weren't doing it?
Charles, okay, let me ask you this, and I want a straight answer. What did I do to you recently for you to go on there today and sit there and say that I tried to kiss you?
What did you do?
Yeah, what did I do for you to lie on me like
I'm
that?
lumping you together into your friends, your gossip circle. You guys are laughing along in some things that are being said. Yeah, I saw that.
So then that gives you that just makes you want to lie about me?
Like,
Hold
is
on. That makes you want to lie about
I lie about everyone. I openly admit that. What's the problem?
the problem is your lies can destroy people's lives.
That's weird because I'm spreading lies for lies.
What lies were told?
There were several lies that were told. Listen, Ames, do you guys really know the size of my penis?
No.
Then why are you talking about it on TikTok?
That was after.
That was after.
I'm just saying, why are
But
you
that
guys
was
talking about
after
it?
you made a wild
So
accusation.
you guys keep coming out with accusations. I keep coming out with them. What's the problem? I don't see anything. You guys are doing it. You want to pretend like I just didn't see what you guys were doing?
Just like you pretend that we didn't see what you were doing.
I mean, I can show you where I first saw it, that I was like, yep, I'm gonna do this. I can show you for sure. I don't mind doing that.
Anytime fucking Jericho says something, it's his fault.
Yeah, like, I mean, anytime any of your friends say something, it's your fault. So then anytime my friends say it's my fault, like,
no, I'm saying you're holding other people accountable for what their friends do. You told me I didn't. I don't think that we're following each other, and that's perfectly fine. You told me privately that I didn't defend you against my friends that were mocking you. I'm saying the same thing back to you right now in return.
Okay.
You're not holding your friends accountable, so how are you different than me, Ames?
But how do you know I haven't held my friends accountable?
Where's it at? Show me.
Actually, I did. Actually.
Show it.
They haven't mocked you for me to have to hold them accountable, though. They haven't mocked you in front of. I have not seen them mock you.
Okay.
I haven't.
I believe you.
Not with your.
I
not with
believe you.
any of it.
I believe you.
But it's fine. I've literally said all that I needed to say, and I appreciate y'all having me up here. I hope that everybody can go do what they do. I don't know.
I would love for us all to be able to go our fucking separate ways. How many times have I said that? A lot.
Yeah.
It'd be awesome, like, if the gossip circle would stay out of the fucking comment sections of all the people that are talking shit about me and just stay to themselves, and I will do the same. It's the only negotiation I have for you.
I look, I will leave you alone. Leave me alone. I will leave everybody else alone. Just leave me alone. Period.
That's fair.
It's simple. It's very simple.
That it is simple, and I don't mind doing that, Ames.
Okay. That's all I needed to say. Thank you for clearing my name. I am going to go. My son just got home, so I'm going to go hang out with him.
Go enjoy
Fair
that.
enough.
And for what it's worth, I do hope that you recover very quickly.
Oh, I should be fine. It was a minor surgery, very minor. Never said it was major, but it was a surgery, but it was very minor.
But there was complications.
But there was complications. Yes, there was. But
Well,
anyways.
Well, I hope you get better. I hope it does. Really
Thank you. Thank you. I will see y'all later.
All right.
See you.
Bye.
I would like to see y'all work this out.
There isn't any working it out, Julia.
You know how I am. I got hope.
Okay, I love you. I respect you. But even you have been in some comment sections laughing along with some things that have been said about me. You might not have known.
Did I know?
No, but what I'm saying is you might not have known. However, my friends do. The ones that are close to me that I've been telling that what has been bothering me for months. They absolutely know.
Well, in my
So
defense,
yes, they are held to a different standard for sure. They are.
I mean, you and I used to talk every day, and then you quit answering me, and that's cool.
Well, realistically, I just don't open Snapchat. Ask Joe Campbell. I don't open Snapchat anymore.
But
Barely, rarely.
I got a hold of you or TikTok. But if I didn't know it was about you, I wouldn't have laughed.
Right, which is why I'm not holding you accountable, because I don't think that you knew. My friends, however, that I've been telling privately, they do know.
Well, I wish
that's the different standard.
You could have messaged me and let me know.
I laugh along with some of it too. Like some of it doesn't like bother me to my core, but when you see somebody that you've been vibing with for years and years and years, now laughing along with it when they used to defend you for it, it's kind of like one of them things. Okay, like I'm done with it. I don't want to see it anymore.
I've defended you. I've defended people on this app and they don't know it.
I have too. I've still defended some of them people that they don't know it, but I've defended them in private.
Yeah. And I will just say this, like going along with what you were saying, Charles, like there's been plenty of lies been said about me this week. I mean, it is what it is. It don't bother me or my weight or anything. I don't give a shit.
But that's the thing too. Like lies have been spread. Some of our friends are in the comment section of those laughing along. Or people that used to consider us friends.
No, I know.
When you see that stings.
Yeah. You know what? Fuck it. I have my closest friends. That's all I need.
True.
I mean,
I agree with that too.
because like there's been saying I am spineless or I lost my man card, yada yada yada.
Why?
But they
Because
really, they really don't know me.
get people's fucking permission.
But like we've asked people that is rage farmed all week to come on here. They won't. I'm legitimately asking questions like, what did I do? Otherwise, what else do you got? Because I did nothing but donate $20. That's it. That's it.
That's
We're
what I
good,
don't
folks.
understand. People hold them accountable for something that I did. That's fucking wild to me. Crazy behavior.
All right. Who's this?
It's
Angie.
Angie.
Oh, okay.
Hey. Okay, so Charles, I know you and I had a conversation yesterday, and I just want to be clear, like it's fine. So you mentioned to me that I wasn't saying anything about the stuff that was happening to you in your video, and I legitimately had no idea because I don't sit
Yeah,
on the app, right?
so
So, but you kind of laid it at my feet like I didn't defend you, similar to how you're mentioning through this podcast that like I never once, and Jerick will back me on this. I've never once said to either one of you, to anyone on this app, who they could be friends with, even though I don't like a lot of the people you're friends with. I don't judge you for who you're friends with, and I never expect you to.
We did have a private conversation. I didn't want to like throw your name out there.
No, you're
but
fine. It's fine.
yeah.
It's fine. I know I crashed out and I was pissed off about in my video. I get it. I probably could have come to you privately, Charles, but I don't know who the hell Erin is. I don't know who her past is. I just saw a mother that was crying, that was upset that her kid was being used for something. And that upset me as a parent. So yeah, I crashed out and I crashed out.
However, her kid isn't being used for anything.
I understand. That's just how I felt, Charles.
I'm supporting a GoFundMe. Look,
I
I
understand.
certainly appreciate like
private
your
conversation.
opinion on it. I absolutely appreciate your opinion on it. I wasn't coming to you. If it came across that way, it is what it is. I literally put in the top like this is my personal rage farm.
I didn't see that. No.
Simply because like the people that are calling me out for this gave information to a man that threatened the life of my child. So to me, that's weird. Okay, that's why I said that. And the on the other side of it, it's like we move goalposts. We move goalposts. Charles isn't allowed to donate to a fucking GoFundMe, but these people are allowed to give information to dox my child online. These are two separate things for sure.
Right.
They absolutely are. But we're not rage farming that. We're not getting online and making a 7-minute fucking long video going, I'm trying not to scream about this, but I'm going to do this. We're
But
not
Charles,
doing that.
if I'd have known that was happening to you, I would have said something because I would never have stood for that. I would have never stood for someone doing that to you.
Some of your friends are the ones that are doing it.
I understand that, Charles, but I don't live on an app. I don't live in group text messages. I'm not like, I literally have 3 kids and a family and a full-time job.
You did it to me, and I haven't attacked a child.
What I'm saying is you're saying my friends did it. I didn't
They did.
know that. I'm not saying whether they did or didn't. I have no, it's like people holding you accountable for Joe is my point. So many people hate me because I'm friends with Paris, and I don't care. She's always been a good friend to me, but it is hypocritical when you lay that at my feet that is because it's my friends.
What is hypocritical, Angie, is you not getting the full context of everything and then coming at me as though I attacked a child with no fucking evidence.
Did I not own that? I said I crashed out and I took something and I took it
Which
personally.
I understand. I agree. I didn't know that you took the video down because I saw it through.
I told you that last night.
Right, but I had already made the video.
Right. I took all of it down because I was like, okay, I look like a crazy person.
Which I get, but I haven't spoken about it since.
I know that.
I know you had. I already talked to you. Like I know.
Yeah, because somebody sent that same video to Jerick saying I meant it at him, which that's crazy to me because I wasn't because I didn't think he had anything to do with the website. So like,
fair, but I still do not understand. Yeah, Angie,
I get that, and you may not, and that's okay.
Right.
I don't get how you see things all the time either.
You have a certain level of intellect that would be able to help me understand. How is donating and promoting a GoFundMe for somebody that I don't like a bad thing?
My issue was the mother of the child did not like that you had the child's name amongst all of that. You started it with talking shit about. That was my issue. Not that if you had secretly raised money and donated, I wouldn't have cared. It's that the mother was saying, hey, and I've been following her story because her kid's been sick. So that's the only reason I even knew who Aaron was. I didn't know about any side drama or all that. So the point I was making, which I probably, maybe I didn't because I was so mad, is the fact that you talked shit about the mom and then mentioned her son's name and she was saying, take it down. To me, that felt very intrusive and unacceptable. It wasn't that you were trying to raise money to help her. It was the way in which that was included in there, and she did not appreciate that. That's the point I was trying to make.
Right. The sad reality, though, is she doesn't have to appreciate it.
It is her kid, though. She should be. I mean, like,
but I'm not.
It's her
but
kid.
I'm not using her kid. I'm donating to a GoFundMe.
But that is not how she felt.
She's entitled to the way that she feels.
Right.
But who is rage farming off of a child?
Did I say you were rage farming anywhere in my video?
No, but I'm asking you because there are people currently right now that are rage farming off of a child, and I am not them.
Well, I'm being accused of rage farming because I blew up on a video. Like Buttered whatever is saying I was rage farming. Which I'm not even sure what the fuck
I think we all do that,
rage farming means. Like, I don't even know exactly what that means, if I'm going to be honest with you. I don't.
I mean, it could be done in 30 seconds. I mean, it's pretty easy. You just make
what is rage farming?
You basically just make a claim about somebody. It could be false or accurate, but you do it in a way that is you're like putting it out there for your fans, your followers, or whatever on a social media app to be able to see and then hate you without the full context.
See, this is how much I don't. Like, everyone tries to say I like to be in drama. I really fucking don't, because I don't sit on this app. Like, everyone's like, Angela loves to be in the drama. I don't even understand half the shit. I'll open my app and I'm like, who's fighting today?
Yeah.
Who's like, I don't know. Anyway,
I agree.
So that was just my only question with you, Charles, is like, I never, and I think you can agree, I've never asked you to not be friends with people. I've respected our friendship.
I didn't ask anyone to not be friends with somebody.
I know that. I'm not saying you are.
I said support them. You had every right to block me. That's perfectly fine. Like, separate
yourself.
You
basically asked anyone that was friends to do it, and I said, okay, if that's your hard line, I'm going to see myself out. And it actually really upset me to do it, because I really appreciated and respected. I don't know that we would be friends, but we were always mutuals and we were cool with each other.
Right.
So it bummed me out, but I was like, well, if Charles feels like that, I'm going to go ahead and see myself out, because I'm not going to dump my friend. Like,
Angie, let me say though, okay, I'm going to use Lizzie as the example because she's always the prime example for me. Okay.
Okay.
Because Lizzie has done it to me the most for the entire TikTok career. I would not say that she's tormenting me or anything like that, because I give it just as much as she gives it. But if Lizzie got on the app and she knew that Angie had gone through child sexual assault and she was making videos or comments about it multiple times a week, sometimes multiple times per day.
Sorry.
And you got online and you said, if you support anything Lizzie does, you know what I would do? I'd block Lizzie. I'm not asking you to go around and block Paris, but all of these people have mocked me for going through child sexual assault.
And you know, I am a victim of child sexual assault. And I honestly have never, please point to me where I've ever encouraged, seen, like, I've never supported that kind of thing. No, but I'm saying that I'm not involved in that, though, Charles. I get what you're saying.
I'm not holding you accountable for that. I said if you support what they're doing to me.
I don't.
I don't.
So I think it's absolutely disgusting.
Why did you leave?
Who?
You left. You blocked me. That is your right to do so.
I thought you meant friends. So I must have mistook it.
Support. If you support it.
I don't know. Again, I don't sit on the. I literally saw the video, saw what was happening. And even Paris will tell you, I used to speak. I would talk so highly of you. I'm like, I know you don't like him, but I adore him. I would say it all the time. I say the same thing about
I
Jerick.
appreciate
I
that,
don't care, and she
Angie. I
doesn't
don't
give
have
a
anything,
shit.
Angie. I don't have anything against you either. But I
I
mean,
know, but
all
a lot
these.
of people have a lot of assumptions about me, and it's unfortunate, and it's fine, it's whatever. But
That's
like,
fair,
a
but I
lot,
don't share everyone else's opinions. I
I
always
know.
keep it all separate. I
But the
always
reason
have.
I dropped off was because if that's your stance on it, like, okay,
Angie, it's a hard line for me, and it's always going to be.
and I
That's
respect
why
that.
I'm
That's
saying.
why I
That's why I'm
backed out.
saying
I
I
didn't give
believe
you
it would be
shit
the
for
same.
it.
I'm saying that's why I believe it would be the same for you.
Yeah.
If she was out there doing that to you every fucking day, and I was in the comments laughing about it,
Yeah.
that's what I'm talking about support. Okay. If you support that and you're doing that and you're not checking your friend, then you're supporting it.
No, because anytime I've seen Paris do something, I've talked to her about it. I do. So
Which is fine. I didn't say
yeah,
that you didn't. That's not
I
my
know. I
claim.
know you're not.
I've never seen her, and I've never seen Angie in comments that betray to you or me.
I haven't
No,
either.
because let me be so clear. I think Shane Browning
I
is
haven't either.
absolutely fucking vile, and the things that he said it's horrendous. It's absolute. It's made me sick to my stomach. I've seen the content he's made, and I've never been okay with anything that he's ever said. I will never support anyone that does that kind of shit. I just won't.
What
Yeah.
about
I'm like,
what about those that support what he does and shares his content?
I've never, unless you can show me an example, because I've
Oh,
never seen that.
I absolutely can. Are you friends with Lizzie?
I'm mutuals, but I'm not friends with her.
Right. I can show you right now
Sorry.
how she supports him. Would that change your opinion?
On who?
Lizzie.
I don't have you guys, here's what's crazy to me about social media.
No, I'm not trying to change your mind.
know because
I'm asking you if I could show you the proof that you're asking for.
I know a
If
lot
I
of-
could show you the proof, would it change your opinion?
If she's actively been mocking your CSA, yeah, I wouldn't be okay with that. I wouldn't be okay with anyone doing that to anybody.
Now by me making that statement, do you think that I'm asking you to unfriend her?
No, because no, I guess not. I don't know.
That's not what I'm asking. Because I don't care who you follow or who you are friends with.
I'm not friends with her though.
Right, but if you support that trash, I need you to be away from me.
But I know
And I get that, but again, Charles, that is not.
I'm not saying
your
that's not my claim. I'm not claiming that you support it. I'm just
I know,
saying.
I know I don't. People may assume that about me, and that's going to be their assumption. I know what I support and what I don't support. Like, I work with child trafficking victims here in the city I live in. So I know firmly where I stand on things. And again, I stand by who my like, from the app, I literally have like 3 actual friends, and everyone else is mutuals. And again, I'm not on the app enough to like see everything that's going on all the time. I don't know if Swede was saying something to me or not. I don't know if
that's not you.
Okay.
No.
How did you
It
get
was talking about Lizzie. It was talking about Lizzie.
So
Okay.
right now on Lizzie's page, she is dancing in front of, behind or in front of whatever text messages that Shane was sending me, talking about miscarriages, talking about the babies being splattered all over the ground, right? But you wouldn't see that because you don't support that, you don't watch that.
I don't even know what you're talking about, Charles. I genuinely.
Yeah,
I know, but what I'm saying is you saw some shit about me and decided to call it out.
Yes, because I saw it. If I don't, again, you said at the beginning how people come to you and scream about Joe did this, Joe did that. Well, I didn't see it. I'm not on the app enough. It's the same thing for me, Charles. I don't
Right.
see everything because I don't live on that fucking app. I actually have a life.
Right.
So that's the point. I wouldn't. I've never seen it.
Right. But that's what I was saying. Like if you saw it and I showed you, that would change your opinion? Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Do you still have your reading books account? Do you still do the reading?
It's my main was hijacked by some foreign entity, and so my main page has been wiped. So my backup is my page.
Oh, okay. But you do the Angie Reads books.
Same.
I know you do the
Same.
you do the Angie Reads books, right?
I think it's like Angie P's 83's backup now. I think I changed it when I had to move over because TikTok won't fix it.
Yeah.
So yeah. I think I changed
I
the
have
name.
like 24,000 followers on my other page, and then I can't get into it now.
Yeah, it was hijacked, and then they started
Like,
promoting weird like feet pictures and
Yeah.
like buy this razor type shit. And
That's not to you, Angie. That's just what he's saying.
oh, I know, I see it.
But yeah,
Anyway,
So,
I
realistic,
just wanted to have that conversation because
I don't hold any ill will or any animosity towards you. I don't
I
want
don't
you to lose
either.
any of your friendships.
I really appreciate you coming on here. I really do. I thank you
Re-
so much for being here.
Realistically, I would rather you lose my friendships than the ones that matter to you. First of all, I'm never going to ask you to pick me. I don't care. I
But
don't care who
Charles,
you're friends with.
regardless, listen, you're a pain in the ass, but you did mean something to me. You're such a pain
Yes,
in the ass. You
I
are.
agree. I agree with that. I agree with that, but I agree with that, and I also admit that. But
Yes.
my reason, like literally, my reason for like making that video in the first place wasn't to be like, "Oh my God, Angie, you didn't do this, you didn't do that." I know I said that, but I'm just saying you were nowhere to be found. But what I'm saying, like legitimately, is we all don't see everything every fucking day, but these people make these type of videos every fucking day. Every day. And if they're not making videos about it, they're in lives doing it. You know what I'm not doing? I'm not out there mocking people for having gone through miscarriages. I'm not out there talking about their child sexual assaults. I'm not out there doxing pictures of children. I'm not out there threatening the lives of children. These people are. And they're the ones you chose.
But when you say it like that, Charles, again, because I could list the different ways that Joe has been completely disgusting, and you choose him every day. And I don't see how
I've called Joe out though.
I have called Paris out for. I used to hate her. You understand? I used to not like her. Like, her and I only became friends in 2023. Prior to that, I went after her with a vengeance of seven hells for reasons that weren't
I
even
get
my
that.
own.
I
She,
do remember
here's the
that.
thing.
I
People
do
don't
remember
see
that.
her. She has
Ironically.
walked me through some of the scariest, most difficult things in my life and has been so fucking loyal and good to me. So I understand that people have problems with it.
Terrible
Listen,
people can do that.
and you can have that opinion, Charles, because I say the same thing about Joe. And Joe, I'm sorry, the second you talk about putting some baby in a blender or swallowing a shotgun, like the shit he says is absolutely disgusting. And I know he's in the comment section.
I called that out, and he
It's
apologized for it.
it's horrendous, but it's constant, Charles. It never ends. So like, that's my point. Is that like we can go ahead.
The disconnect that we're having here is we both are saying the same thing about each other's friends.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I acknowledge that.
But the difference is I
acknowledge
can
that.
operate in a space where I was like knowing that you were friends with that, and I could separate you from that.
Sure,
I'm
and
not giving
I
that
do
same grace because everyone likes to go at Paris because she's the easy
Right.
one to go at. It's an
Right.
easy thing for people. Everyone fucking hates her. She's
But
the easy
Angie-
gossip person.
Angie, very respectfully, I did that for you too. You called me out publicly.
What do you mean you did that for me too?
I separated you from being friends with them. I didn't have a problem that you're following them or friends with them or cordial
I
with them.
don't have a problem with. I've never asked
That's
you
not-
to
that's
not
not
be
my claim.
friends with them.
That's not my claim.
So
What
I
these-
don't understand like what your point is. Then I'm getting confused.
Okay, that's
Maybe
fair.
I'm tired.
Maybe I'm drunk. Maybe I'm drunk. I'm not really sure. I might not be explaining it very well. So, you don't like Joe. Great. I've called Joe out publicly for some of the fuck shit that he's done. I've held him accountable for some of the fuck shit that he's done. I'm literally telling you that 2 of your friends have done this shit to me for years. Publicly. Sometimes sometimes one of them does it every fucking day. I see none of the same.
I will say this, regardless, with Swedes in the comments, like Swede and Joe used to be mortal fucking enemies.
Fair.
I don't know. They're I don't know if they're best friends, but they're cool.
Now
They're cool.
I'm
It's
also
weird.
like I don't know. Like I said, I might not be explaining it very well. I'm not asking you to go onto the app today and like call them out publicly. I don't care if you ever do
Angie
that.
don't need new shit.
I don't care if you ever do that. That's not what I'm saying. I'm just saying like you held me accountable publicly for a misunderstanding. These people literally talk about the stitches in my asshole from getting raped when I was 6 years old. Every fucking day. Every day they're making comments about it. They're making videos about it. They're talking about
I've
it.
never seen Paris make a comment or a video about you being raped.
I mean,
I've never seen
I
that.
can show you some things. She doesn't do it every day, but she has done it.
Lizzie used to. I remember when she said,
Lizzie did it like 6 times last week.
"How do you like getting fucked by your daddy?" I remember that. That was fucking weird.
Every single time I have a disagreement with her, that's the first thing that she brings up. I mean, it is what it is. I've healed and I've gone through all that, so it doesn't torment me anymore. I'm not in
Right,
I'm
and
not
I
in a
get
fetal
that.
position in the corner over here crying or anything. But it's like everybody wants me to hold people accountable, and they want me to do this. They feel free because they are free to call me out publicly for promoting a GoFundMe.
But Charles,
I never bullied a child though. I never
you
used a
came
child
back
for anything.
to the app right at the time I was having my issues with Bunny, and her and Joe had to go at me, and someone threatened CPS on me, and you said nothing. So I could say the same thing for you, that you didn't defend me.
Can.
Right. So it was fine when your friends were doing that. And I think you and I actually had a conversation at the time regarding that whole situation. You never, you know who did though? Lizzie. That's when I became mutuals with her, is because she was actually defending me. Before that, I never followed her because I didn't really care for the way she did things. I respected the fact that she actually stood up for me during that whole time, because everyone thought it was real cute to go after my child. And then I get this message, and then everyone calls me a liar. And everyone still to this day thinks it's funny. Oh, Angie's kid. Who cares about Angie's kid? That was completely fine. But you didn't defend me for that. And I never had an issue with that, because it's not your job. It's not your responsibility to do that.
But I'm not saying that it's your
But
responsibility.
you're asking
either.
me why I haven't
No.
publicly gone after my friends for attacking me, but you didn't have that same energy when it came to me.
That's not what I'm saying. And if that's how I'm coming off, I
That
apologize.
is 100% how it's coming off.
I'm saying you called me out publicly.
But, yes, I did. But you just said to me, I don't call my friends out publicly, but I called you out publicly.
You called me out publicly when we weren't friends anymore.
You didn't even know I had you blocked.
No, I didn't. I mean, I noticed, but it's not like I went to the app and was like, oh my God, Angie blocked me. I understood. I didn't talk shit. I didn't say anything. I understood. So I'm simply saying, like, the energy is not returned to the other people that has done these things to me personally. But when we were no longer friends, let's call them out, because I've seen enough. And not only that, it was publicly at the same time. Nobody had any proof or evidence. What I don't know, I still to this day have no fucking clue how I bullied a woman or a child.
I never said you bullied anyone.
Right, but that's
Her
what
video
rage
on,
bait was.
but right or
That's
wrong, on
saying.
your page, do you not talk about how Aaron's like a piece of shit?
Aaron is a piece of shit.
Okay,
and I have evidence to prove that.
I'm not saying
just
you
because
don't. I don't know her,
right?
But then you mention her son, and donate to it. Do you not, as like, can you not see how a mother that is literally sitting next to her kid every day in a hospital room might be like, yeah, I don't appreciate that. That's kind of gross.
No, I can see that.
Okay, so that's what I was saying. That's the point. I get you're petty with a purpose. You know, I saw you do it with Misfit. I get all of that. But like that, especially, it's like kicking someone when they're down. And you're a father, so I know you can understand how a mother, when she's saying to you that she didn't like it, and it seemed like everyone was like, oh, she's being dramatic.
As a mother that is sitting in a hospital bed room or whatever for however long she was going to, what gives her the right to not know me as a person to get online and talk about me as though I am a fucking deadbeat father?
Well, she did that. That's not right.
She absolutely did that. So do you know?
Again, I don't know her.
You may or may not know the lore, but that's the only thing I said on my podcast a month ago. I
don't
said
watch
I
their
don't know
podcasts
this
usually.
woman, right? Okay, I understand. That's why I'm explaining the lore.
Okay.
4 weeks ago on a podcast, I said somebody in the comments brought it up, and I had mentioned it privately to somebody else. And Liz, I've talked about it a couple times privately. I was like, who in the fuck is this lady? She's talking about me like she knows me, like she knows my whole fucking personal life. On the podcast 4 weeks ago, we brought it up, and I said, I have never interacted with this woman. Why does she go around the internet fucking talking about me? At that time, she was in comment sections of like the people that were doxing my child and threatening to kill her. She was in comment sections of lives and she was talking about it. I made that point on the podcast. I never dragged her. I never said anything negative about her other than she's fucking stupid. She doesn't know me. Then it got brought up that she was going through a legit tragedy. I didn't know what that tragedy was, but then it was explained to me what it was. Her child is going through a legit tragedy. Our word choices right after that was, we don't wish that on a child. And then 3 weeks later, a video gets made that goes, you guys were dragging her on this fucking podcast. They took a clip where we mentioned it and they baited off of it. That's how it all started.
You know how it started with me when they included me? And this is nothing like Angie, I'm just telling you the story. So like Susie and Lizzie became friends, even though like I don't know, it's a weird thing. I said so. I didn't even tag them. I said, "Oh, we're make mutual friendships off of Charles." How original! Because I've seen it happen millions of times, right? I said predictable. Lizzie makes a video, tags Aaron, and then anytime me and her had a back and forth, she tags Aaron. I am not going after Aaron. This is to people that are recording. We had consistently 30 people in this chat because, we only have 5 people who ever screen recording. Every time I talk to Lizzie or anybody else, they tag Aaron like I'm attacking her. I've never mentioned her. Only thing I said was I showed the proof of my donation, even crossed out the kid because I'm not going to post somebody's kid on an app at all. And they're still like, leave the kids out of it. I did. I really hope that kid gets well. I do. But somehow my words will be twisted. I just don't understand how my legitimate donation either it's fake or I'm trying to make anybody mad.
That was gonna happen.
I know. I know.
Sorry, Debbie.
I know.
Don't listen to me. I told you that was gonna happen.
I knew that, but I'm saying it was legitimate. Was it legitimate or not?
It doesn't matter. They're gonna spin it whatever way they want.
You're right.
All right. Yeah, you did that, but I knew
the explanation that I could have, Angie, is simple. You said whatever you said in your video. Admittedly, I didn't watch all of it. You said what you said. Do you believe that you were bullying me?
No.
So
I don't think
then
you can be bullied.
Right. So then if I made a mission statement and I said some shitty things about one person, does that mean that I'm bullying them?
I think you're hurting a mother who's asking you to take something down.
She hurt a father with her shitty comments.
But Charles, I understand that. But see, I'm not the same. I'm not the kind of person that I don't know. This is why I'm saying I don't. All of this app is so sick. The fucking app is disgusting because it turns normal human beings into creatures that are scary as fuck. It's actually really horrifying to watch. Because here's the thing, Charles. It's just because nobody behaves like this in the real world, but we all are out there just showing our asses. And sometimes like I get so frustrated seeing it because I'm like, I know people are better than this. I believe, Charles, that you as a father are better than that, and that's not what you intended, but that is how it came off. And I think that the mother has a right to
You
ask
know,
that.
do you know what's crazy though?
What?
I admitted that in multiple fucking videos.
Let's talk about what you admitted tonight, because it made me really mad.
I don't know what I admitted to tonight.
Same thing.
Because you
Angie, you want to know why people act like that?
thing about Ames was, well, why?
Angie, you want to know why
Yeah.
people act like that? It's because they
Mm.
didn't grow up in the 80s and never had nobody
I
knock
don't
on their
like
door and
that.
get
That's what I'm
throat
saying.
punched.
I'm 42 years old. Like I'm used to taking it to the streets and kicking someone's ass. Like this back and forth shit. Like I can't. I'm too old for this shit. I really am. I'm too old for this shit.
That's another thing. If I raise $30, I raise $30 or $30,000. No matter what I raise, if I'm donating all of those profits to that GoFundMe, how does that make me bad?
It doesn't, Charles. What I am saying and what my video said was the way that you explained it was fucked up. It was fucked up. You started it with talking shit about the mother, and then you mentioned the son and tied it all into that. She didn't appreciate it. As the child's mother, she has a right to say that. Like I said,
I keep hearing that though. You know who's never had a conversation with me about it?
Aaron.
Aaron. Aaron has never talked to me.
But that is also why I deleted my videos, because at the end of the day, this isn't my fight. I reacted, I got upset because I didn't like it, and it makes me feel sick.
Okay, so that video was also directed at me for posting a receipt, and so I'm like, okay.
Wait, I didn't. No,
no, not you. I'm talking
Oh,
about her, I'm talking about her video.
Lord, I want to go to bed.
I'm talking about her video, like saying take it down because they're like, you take that video down, though you receipt. Okay, then I'll take the donation back if you don't want it. Like to me, here's what I would say: if someone I didn't like donated, if I had something tragic going on, but oh well, shit, they didn't have to do that. But you know what? Cool then. Oh, that's all I'm saying. But they took it as, oh, you're trying to piss people off. I'm like, no, I'm not. I
made a video back on like the 25th. I've talked about this already, but I made a video back on the 25th or the 26th. I don't remember which one. And I stated, you guys hate me for something that I said that was shitty. But you know what you're not doing? You're not helping Erin. You're not promoting her GoFundMe. You're not doing anything. How is talking shit to Charles on the internet because he said something shitty helping Erin? So I said, if they're not going to promote it, I am. Since then, out of spite, over $800 has been raised.
I hope everybody.
am I still here? Okay.
yeah, you are.
Yeah. Okay.
Debbie
My
fart.
my
Don't tell everybody that.
Yeah, you farted.
Jesus.
Which that's again, I took myself out of it because again,
Yeah,
I don't have the stomach.
I don't have any hate or animosity towards you. I understand.
And I'm not asking for you to like.
Right.
Here's the thing: I'm not asking for you to explain yourself. I know you have. Like you feel the way you feel. I felt the way I felt, and that's how it all went down. I just wanted to be clear because you made the statement earlier about you not knowing about all the things when you were talking to the mean girls. And I'm like, but you literally said almost that to me as though I knew what people were doing to you. And despite what everyone likes to say, I'm not on the app enough to know that there's fucking lore about people. Like, that's crazy to me. Like, there's tales and lore about people.
Who has time to keep up with that?
Well, there
It's
is.
too much. It's too fucking much.
Angie, like realistically,
I told them that today. I was like, I can't keep up with it. Like, there's too much.
No, it's just crazy.
Realistically, you said you like work with trafficking.
I do.
And things
Yes,
like that.
I know.
Amazing.
I
That's
gotta be
awesome.
honest. I gotta be honest with you. If Lizzie or Paris was attached to it, I wouldn't believe any of your stories.
I agree with you.
If Lizzie or Paris were attached to what?
Any of your stories. If they were supporting it and they were duetting you and they were talking about it at the same time you were, I wouldn't believe a single story.
Well, that that's a choice that you can make, and that's fine. Because I know me and I know my character.
Lizzie got on this app and she was actively trying to silence 13 women that was coming against one man. Paris falsely accused a man on this app of sexual assault.
Again, as I said, you have your reasons for being friends with the people you are, and I am too, and that's never.
Right. I'm not trying to say that you shouldn't be friends with them. I'm just.
I'm
I'm
friends
just
with Paris. I'm mutuals with Lizzie. I don't know all the things Lizzie has done. Again, I became mutuals with her because she was one of the few people that actually tried to stand up for me when my child was being attacked.
And I am sorry that you had to go through that, and I'm sorry that I didn't do enough to support it.
It's fine. I don't want people fighting my battles, but like
spend 10 minutes.
Know that. Actually.
Spend 10 minutes.
I don't even know that.
Spend 10 minutes scrolling through Lizzie's content right now, and then come back to me and tell me that she's a good person.
Did you ever see me once say that on this live? I said Paris was.
No, you don't have to come back to the public atmosphere and call her out.
No, but what I'm saying is,
come to me privately and tell me that I shouldn't have my opinion.
I don't know Lizzie like that, Charles. That's what I'm saying to you. I have a parasocial relationship with her on an app. I don't have her number. I don't talk to her every day. Paris is different. I talk to her multiple times every day. I make no apologies for that, as I don't expect you to apologize for who you're friends with. And that's the thing. I've always been able to separate it. I think
I'm not asking
I was hurt. No, but I think I was hurt by the way you handled it last month, because I would have probably appreciated a more direct conversation, because you and I have had side conversations. If you had said to me like, hey, listen, I'm no longer comfortable with us being mutuals because of this, I personally would have appreciated that more.
I didn't go through the man's fucking following list or her following list or her following list.
Yeah, but you know I was.
Call them out each individually publicly.
I'm not saying call me out. I'm saying you and I, we're not necessarily like friends. I get that.
Right.
But like you and I had conversations.
What I'm saying is I didn't go through the following list and just go, let me message 3,000 fucking people. I didn't do that. All I'm simply saying, I'm not trying to tell you to choose your friends or pick your friends or whatever. I'm saying come to me privately after spending 10 minutes on Lizzie's account and tell me she's a good person. Convince me that Lizzie is a good person based off of 10 minutes of research on her page. Tell me she's a good person. I'll delete my account and never come back.
Yeah, I don't do games like that, Charles. I don't need you to delete your account.
I'm just saying I'll do that.
I don't need you to do any of that, because I think that's crazy. That's crazy.
I think it's crazy for anyone to claim that Lizzie is a good person or Paris is a good person. But at the same time,
that's fine.
It takes 10 minutes of research. Go look at
I think it's crazy for anyone to be like friends with Joe after the hideous shit he's done too. But
right.
you
I get
you have your reasons and I have mine. So
I get you.
Like
I get you. Everything Joe Campbell has done, Lizzie has done.
Again, you keep bringing up Lizzie. Like I have a personal relationship with Lizzie, and I do not.
I don't have a personal relationship with Joe Campbell.
Would you?
Are you good, Jericho?
She's like,
I'm like, just cut it out.
Eric, you come in and say some stuff. Okay.
Anyway, all right. I didn't want to make this. You've been live for like 3 hours now, but I just wanted to clear that up with you guys. So, again,
honestly, we're just trying to fill up the memory card of whoever's screen recording it.
Oh yeah. You know, there's going to be all kinds of.
Be a long one.
I just wanted, like, I've asked people that, and I'm glad you came on. I'm glad Aiden's came on. Like, come on, man. Like, you know.
Here's the thing. I don't hate even Joe, and I keep saying his name. Even Joe, I don't hate. I have an extreme distaste, but I can't actually hate people that I've never really spent time with, and I'm not built that way. I'm just not. I'm really not a hateful person at my core.
Paris, Paris actively mocked a disabled child.
Charles,
if you saw
not
that, would that change your opinion?
Listen. I'm not saying everything she's done has been perfect, and I've talked to her
so
and told her when
Joe.
I understand that, but see, that's the difference. What I'm saying to you is, I understand that while I may not see what you see in him, you have your reasons and you've talked to him. The same is true for me.
And I've made public statements against Joe Campbell.
Okay.
That's all I'm saying.
Okay.
Oh my
We'll
god.
leave it at that. Debbie's commentary in the background is taking me out.
Yeah,
Wait,
she wants
I'm
to go to
sorry, I
sleep.
have an opinion about everything.
Anyway.
She's going to bed, but there we go. Right.
All right, I'm getting off because this is like way too much internet for me at one sitting. So,
Yeah.
All right, Angie.
it was good chatting with you guys.
Thanks for coming on. We
Of course.
appreciate you.
No problem.
Yep. And on that note, everybody else, we're gonna see your fucking faces on another episode of the Pod Warriors because I gotta piss and I'm just ready to be done.
Well, next week I'll be able to do the skit. Like this week, I was on vacation. All right, you working this Wednesday? So
yeah.
But anyway,
today was an ugly day. This week was an ugly week, but
yeah. So, all right, we'll see how many videos are made towards me about this shit and to you. Well,
I hope a lot because people do not understand that I'm a hypocrite on purpose so that they can see what they're doing. And they just never get that. They never click it. It never comes together for them. For whatever reason, there's a fucking mental block inside their head that they can't understand what I'm doing. It's hypocrite on purpose, right? The comments were made that Joe Campbell, again, Joe fucking Campbell. Okay, spend 10 minutes on Lizzie's page. That's the type. What did I do? I asked it multiple times. Nobody can ever say anything. Nobody ever offers any type of proof to how that I done anything. Sure, I said some shitty fucking things about a parent of a child that's sick. Still don't understand how.
They do spend time on Joe's page. They're going to say the same thing. I get
which I admit. The difference is they don't hold their friends accountable. But once I'm no longer friends with them, it's like, okay.
Oh, let me mention this too. Joe did say, I'm going to take Aaron D's page down in my video. And I said, we're not doing that. We're not taking down a GoFundMe. Don't do that.
Yeah.
I told him that. We're not doing that shit. I don't want to be taken down. I don't
support that, but I mean, everybody else is entitled to their opinions. I'm not a gatekeeper.
I'm just saying don't do that because I'm not doing that.
No.
That child deserves that money. Just saying, for all the screen recorders, deserves the money. So that's all I gotta say about that.
I agree too. And that's why we're gonna donate. Don't get me wrong, guys, whoever's screen recording too. Public statement just for you guys. We're raising money for Miles's GoFundMe. We're going to donate, and we're never going to talk to you again. And it would be awesome if you guys extended the same favor.
Yeah, well, I'll try to get them on there to discuss that, but and I guess whatever's for content, but I'm agree with that. I like that. So play that fucking outro, bro. See y'all later.
Don't talk shit about my Jose Echoes.
Know that this is goated.